Hockey.
BigCeaz, tell them shout it till the ground shake. BigCeaz, I'm the only one that don't break. Every city, every corner know the name. I don't play the part, I am the game. BigCeaz.
Welcome.
Yo, welcome to the Big C Show. I'm your boy, your host, BigCeaz, alongside my co-host, JP, John. What's going on, John? Man, what a weekend, bro.
It was a sports weekend for the ages. Certainly one I'm not going to forget. And, well, one night was I'm not going to forget. The other night I'm going to look to forget in short order.
I think I know what night that is.
Do you?
Yes, I do. We got Ben in the house. Shouts out to Ben. I met Ben over the weekend here at the EVERBLADES game, and I'll talk a little bit about it shortly as well. That'll be in our third segment. We got a lot to talk about here. We got a lot to unfold. But before we kind of talk about that, JP, tell us who our big sponsor is for today.
Of course, our sponsor, is iTix Now. If you're looking for tickets without all the crazy fees, check out itixnow.com, the marketplace where verified season ticket holders connect directly with fans. No hidden fees, no waiting for payouts, just real fans buying and selling tickets the way it should be. Visit itixnow.com today for Panther tickets, for Dolphins tickets, for Marlins tickets, for Red Sox tickets if you're up in Massachusetts like I am, for Inter Miami if you're in Miami.
I was going to say,
ticket buying.
I think Miami is in Miami, not in Boston or Massachusetts.
I got that one.
But yeah, shouts out to iTix Now. Get your tickets, and it's free to register. Who knows? Maybe they'll come to your city and with your sports team soon. JP, man, like I was saying, what a crazy weekend. It's been wild, because what do we have first today in line? The New York Knicks are finally NBA champions. But before we get talking about them real quick, I just want to say we do have a special guest on today. Miami Marlins super fan. Not only is he a Miami super fan, he's also a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. And there's reasons for it, which is we're going to open up the can of worms later on when Jorden joins us here at the last hour of our show.
Get a room.
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me? It's okay, because it's always you against me and everybody in the chat every time we talk about Cowboys. So this time it's fair game.
I came prepared.
Okay. I love it.
I came prepared with a monologue. Stick around for that.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. Are we in acting class now?
No, we're in passion class.
Oh, okay. And we are very passionate about our sports, which is why we talk about it on the Big C Show, right?
Well, he's a stand-up comedian too, right?
You know, I tried to be a stand-up comedy, but that didn't really work out so great. So
I don't think this is going to work out great for me either, but I do have a punchline.
Okay. You're coming out with punches. I love it. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate your love. Please hit the like button on the YouTube page. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll be doing some giveaways this year as well.
Make sure your spouses are subscribed too.
Yes, make sure your spouses, friends, families, dogs, creating an account for your dogs.
It's like when you sell calling cards in college. You get 3 of your friends to buy calling cards. Now you got 9 friends.
There we go. Shout out to Peter here, who loves iTix. Thank you, brother. And Alex, I want to give a little shout out here. Got to score his first goal in his beer league game this weekend. Got to meet Alex, and I'll be talking about it when we talk about the Everblades later. Such a great guy. Inspiring, man. Continue doing what you're doing. Keep fighting those demons, keep living life to the fullest. Got to meet a lot of great people this weekend. It was incredible, man. It was incredible. Man, we got a lot of people in the chat today. I'm excited. Yes, the Cats were.
We'll get to that.
We'll get
We'll
to
get to
that. Save your questions for the show because we're
This is
definitely
going to be an
gonna do that.
airing of the grievances.
Oh my gosh, I know. And for those of you people who are wondering, wait, BigCeaz, I thought you're an Everblades fan. Why aren't you watching the game?
Multitasking.
Multitasking, baby. I am watching it on my phone while being on the podcast. If I get distracted, if I start screaming, you guys don't know why.
And I'll start talking wrestling.
Wait. How can we go from hockey to wrestling?
I'm just saying. Every time you jump out of the feed, I'm like, all right, Monday Night Raw.
There we go.
I do a speed run.
Well, in my case, speed roll. Anyways, JP.
I'm going to put a stick in your spokes.
That'll be a great way to stop me. I don't know. I think Ben and I from the Everblades game, we were even talking about let's race here. I'll be like all the way up because usually my chair goes really slow when it's all the way up high.
Well,
And
aerodynamics. Yep.
he has one of those chairs that I think folds up that you can. They're not that fast, but they're not that slow either. So I think it'd be a pretty even race. So we didn't get to race during the game or in the arena because we probably would have ran over a few toes there if that happened.
Can give me a top speed.
When it's lowered all the way down,
Yeah.
about 10 miles an hour. When it's all the way up, 2.5, maybe at max.
All right. So me against you and my golf cart.
That's cheating, man.
What are you talking about? What are you? You're not rowing. What do you mean cheating?
Okay, give me my manual chair, and then that way I can use my guns. I can actually push. I think I might get a chance there. Yes,
All right.
Everybody, make sure to hit the like button.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate you all for tuning in today. Can't wait to talk about hockey. The Blades was such an incredible. Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Blades are up 1-0.
They are absolutely ruining CM Punk's.
Oh
WWE.
my goodness! Let's go! BigCeaz's energy, baby. Oh my gosh! Sorry.
Oba Femi needs to wipe the floor with Brock Lesnar.
Hey, Ben, Alex, you got to help me out here in the chat. Let's go. The Blades are up 1-0 against Kansas City. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. The chat loves it. You know what? Let's we're gonna switch this a little bit. We're gonna switch this a little bit. This is kind of like the BigCeaz show. Let's talk since we got the score going, right? We're gonna go straight into segment 3 because
All right, we're gonna Tarantino this one.
We're gonna Tarantino this shit. I love you guys. Thanks again for coming in. This is awesome. Let's talk about my experience this weekend. JP, what an incredible weekend. Shouts out to my boy Jimmy 2 times and Nicole who came with us on the road trip to Estero. We went to Florida, to Naples or Estero, Florida, which is close to Naples and Fort Myers.
Say, short commute.
Very short commute, but it was like an hour and a half. But we had such a great time, and here's a picture of us taking a picture with Ben is the one in the chair next to me, and you see that shirt? Who's that? Who is that?
It's got to be
guy?
Shrek.
Wait, you call me Shrek?
I'm saying I know my swamp monsters.
Okay. I can see that. No, you're the best man, Ben. So I met Ben over social media from one of the posts, and he actually commented saying, I got an extra ticket. You can sit next to me. Such a great guy. We just literally met because of the videos I post. And I told him I couldn't go during the week. He had tickets throughout the whole week for the whole homestand, but I wasn't able to go because of work. And finally, I got a day off on Saturday. Jimmy, his girl Nicole. That was her first Everblades game, by the way. She loved it. What a great way to experience hockey, playoff hockey at the least, right? And she had a blast. Shouts out to Tony. He's the one with the blue jersey there. And we cannot forget the GOAT, the legend, Robbie. He's the one in the pink shirt. Robbie is known by the Everblades family. He's very close to the team. He gets to celebrate with them every time they win the cup. Such a great person. I met him last, I believe in December, when we went to our first Everblades game. And he hooked us up with tickets, got to sit next to him by the glass in December. And we've been in contact, and he's like, dude, I love your social media content. I love what you do. I love the energy you bring. A lot of people, just making fun of you and stuff, but you don't take that too serious. You brush it off your shoulders. You take advantage of it, and you roll with the punches. And I literally roll with the punches.
Roll.
And
I'll make the joke, man.
So, I mean, honestly, I love inspiring the fans. I'm all about the people. I'm all about, growing the game of hockey. It's such a great time. Whether it's the kids league, whether it's ECHL, AHL, the Panthers, obviously, right? I didn't really care too much about the Stanley Cup this year. We have our own reasonings. But I was very happy to see Bussy win it last night, and we'll get back to that a little bit later. But yeah, just the Everblades community, the family, Ben, Tony, Crystal, his wife, giving me gifts and welcoming me with open arms at Hertz Arena, the people, the staff. Oh my God, so many people came up to me like, oh man, it's BigCeaz, you're finally here. Every time you make those videos, we're looking for you in the arena, but you're not there. I'm like, I am the very, very sneaky person.
Right. So what was your favorite moment from the game?
Oh man, I don't think there was
other than the buzzer.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, there was. All right. Now that you say it, there was a particular moment. And we got to say it.
Here you go, dude.
Look at those guys. Nurse, what a legend. And that's a good nurse, not the one we hate, JP. That was one of my favorite moments.
That's cool.
It was incredible. Shouts out to Robbie and the Hertz Arena team for allowing me to do that. The players loved all the videos I made. Like, when I make these videos, I didn't really think that they were the ones watching. I just did it for the fans, and little did I know that they would have seen these videos. But I guess, the power of social media, the power of, us doing things and people sharing it together. And that goes to show you like how close the Everblade community is. Everybody knows everybody there.
I think a lot of that is kind of built in minor league hockey because it's frankly, it's the fourth most popular sport of the big four. And it's like, if it's going to be, you're going to have splintered minor league teams. So like, if I tag something like with Adam at a Thunderbirds game in the AHL up here, it's like Thunderbirds team will always see it. They'll say something about it. They went and found us during one of the games. When I took Adam, I think it was in January, just posted a picture. They saw us, and he got like a little fist bump from one of the team officials.
And that's the thing, like everybody there is like so close together, like because it's a small community. The arena only sits about maybe 7,500, 8,000 people. But when that arena is full, let me tell you, that arena knows how to rock. And I love their chants. So every time they score, it's like, We're gonna beat the puck out of you. You. Some people say puck, others say you can fill in the blank. And man, that is such a great chant.
Shuck.
Put an F, take the S out.
Tell you what, we're stuck in the mud.
Well,
All right,
you got to get
so-
4-wheel drive like I have.
Did you have a favorite food item there, Pete?
Honestly, we didn't eat there. We ended up eating at Duffy's. And if you guys are tuned into the BigCeaz show here on YouTube, I will be posting my vlog of our trip tomorrow. It is such an awesome vlog. There's a lot of funny moments with Jimmy in there and with Ben, with everybody.
Get down. Come on. So unfair. I mean,
But yeah, I think it was incredible. I didn't have anything at the arena because everything was just going. I was trying to meet people, trying to get to the players, hanging out with Ben. I didn't, and shouts out to Lucas too, who I ended up sitting with Ben and Lucas. Lucas is the one who got us the tickets by there on the glass, and his mom and his dad as well. Shouts out to them because they made it possible for us to hang out together. That was incredible. So shouts out to them. That was really awesome. And thank you so much for allowing us to sit with you guys. Because when we booked the trip, we didn't really have any tickets. We're like, oh crap. We're kind of like, we're sweating there. But no, the Everblade family kind of took care of us and we really appreciate it. But as far as foods, we didn't really eat anything at the arena. But next time, maybe we'll do like a food review for the arena. What's your favorite food though, JP, in the arenas?
you should know, but it
What's
is
up,
hot dogs.
Diehard? Hot dogs? No ketchup, though. We all know that.
No. No, I usually go with the pump mustard, pump
Yes.
relish.
Okay, I like mustard.
But if they're like, that's if it's top it yourself. But if they have
Chat.
they have their own
You got to
thing,
come in here.
I want
Yeah.
onions.
Onions? I like onions. Chat, what's your favorite arena food? Kind of curious to hear what you guys like. I know Ben, before the game started, I'm going to call you out, Ben, got like a cup of ice cream. And I'm like, man, this guy, he's already going for the ice cream.
You know what's good too is a soft pretzel.
I'm not really into pretzels, man. I'm not a pretzel guy. Alex, okay. A hot dog from Hertz. And
It's
Shy,
a
my
regional
favorite-
thing, really. Like it really depends. Like because some hot dogs are bad in parts of the country.
Yeah, is there like a particular brand of dog you like?
In Massachusetts, I like Cam's, and then in Connecticut, I like Hummel's. Hummel
Okay.
Brothers.
Nice.
Alexis, I like where your head's at.
Okay. That used to be me back in the day, but I'm a sober kind of guy now.
I usually go with a
Actually, Captain
large
Coke is
seltzer.
really good.
large
Oh,
seltzer.
okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, so Ben said he had to get an ice cream. He's very superstitious.
Okay.
Before the last 2 games, I ate an ice cream, so that's how. Okay. Are you eating an ice cream now? You better be eating that ice cream right now, Ben.
You have to assume if they're up 1-0.
Right? Peter, I know where you live.
He also knows you.
Ask his toes. Ask his toes if he knows me.
Did you
Diehard
run him over?
likes yeah, I ran him up. Dude, it was funny. With one of the games, I surprised him. He got so scared. He's like, what the hell? And then he looks down. He's like, oh.
He's more machine now than man.
The chicken tenders at the Panther. All right, Diehard, I like what your thinking is, but which chicken tenders? Do you like the regular ones or from Huey Magoo's? Because if you haven't tried Huey Magoo's, oh, they're the best. Have you, JP?
Regular ones are for me. Because I'm a big fan of honey mustard with my chicken tenders.
Okay. Yeah, I like
So
honey mustard.
a plain
Buffalo sauce,
chicken
though.
tender.
Me and Shauna, Shauna and I love this. We usually get like extra buffalo sauce, but we gotta make sure we don't have a white shirt because that shit's getting all over us.
Oh, you
right?
with the white shirt.
Oh, I know, dude. It's
Ketchup.
yes.
Buffalo sauce.
Yeah, everything gets on it. Everything. But I want to show some pictures here from the game. There's Ben and I. Oh, check out those hats. Shouts out to Ben. After the first period, I get back into my area, and Ben's like, "I got you something." He whips out the big ass hat, and he's like, "Here." It's like, no freaking way. I've always wanted a big head hat. At the Panther game, every time they wear them, I'm like, dude, I want one of those things. So shouts out to you, Ben, for getting me this, man. I love it. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, your head's already big enough as it is. Now we got to get you a big hat.
You look like Toad from Mario Kart.
That's a good comparison.
Green shell.
Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh. Guys, you got to defend me here, man. I'm like, it's JP's all over it today, man. He came swinging today. I have nothing to say about it. I mean, I guess you're right. I want to give a shout out to Julio and Jorden here. Jordan's a little kid there. He's a big, huge Everblades fan. He has his own page. He's always hyping up the team as well. His dad was such a legend, came to us and he's like, dude, you're inspiring. Keep doing what you're doing. Took a picture with us and wanted to give them a shout out. Man, it was incredible. And then here's Alex from the chat. This is our moment here, right? So before the game started, we ended up going to the store and they have an arena next to them, or I guess in the same building for other players to play. I guess that's where they have their beer league tournament. So I was like, hey, let's meet up here before the game, and he ended up coming out and saying hello.
Cool.
I met him through social media as well. Told me a little bit about his story and what he's dealing with and stuff like that. So keep doing what you're doing, Alex. Keep living life every day to the fullest. It's I know sometimes it's a struggle. We all go through struggles. So anytime you need anything, please hit me a message, talk to somebody, anybody, guys. Like, I'm always here for you. If I don't get to you, that means I'm either sleeping or working. So, but yeah, I'm always here, anytime. And even JP, his social media is on there. I always share stuff on our page together. JP's always here for you guys as well. We're here as a big hockey community, not only hockey, but big family community. And anytime we can bring light to anybody, that's our mission. And shouts out to you, Alex. A lot of love. And I want to give a big shout out to our winner of our shirt. His name is Hunter. He's from North Carolina. I didn't get to ask him if he was a Carolina Hurricane fan though. Ben, do you know if he likes the Hurricanes?
Immediately disqualifying.
But when we got to the to Estero, I made a story and I said whoever meets me at this statue will get a BigCeaz t-shirt. That's only one of one. That's only one of one made. And it's got my saying, one shift, one period, one game at a time. And he was so stoked when he came up. He's like, BigCeaz, did you give it away? I was like, no, you're the first one. Even though there's a lot of people with us. Those are my friends and stuff. I got some other gifts that I'm giving them. So, but I wanted to give Hunter a shout out. He's like, bro, I love your content. I love your stories. I love your reels. You bring the energy. Keep being inspiring. Keep being motivational to us. And man, it was awesome to see to him get that shirt. And there's a lot of people like. It was incredible. It was incredible. I there's nothing much more I can say.
Did anybody come up and say they hate you?
You know, they haven't. I don't think they have. I think they're either afraid of me. But I've had a few people in the chat, and not in my chat, but in the direct messages, or actually in one of my posts. You know, when I did that video of me with my shirt off, pumping up the team, the first one.
Yeah, I'm losing track, but yeah.
Okay. Well, now I do it just to troll him because he's like, he put a comment on there saying, "My mom and wife say put a shirt on. There's kids around."
Dude, get off your phone. How about that?
It's like, really?
Get off your phone, bozo. Don't leave your phone around your kid.
Have, no offense, but we can have women in bikinis and all this stuff. God forbid a super fan here who loves and passionate about his team takes off his shirt and hypes up the team. Give me a break. I mean, but you know,
it's whatever.
Haters are gonna hate.
Everybody's all right. Yeah, just like Taylor Swift said.
Haters are gonna hate.
Hate.
And you know, it is what it is. I even told them, I said, I'm gonna be me. I'm not gonna change the players, the team, the fans. Everybody else loves it, but you guys. Nobody's telling you to click on my link.
One guy.
Right?
One representative from one family.
RC. Yes, the tarps are off. Because when you piss off BigCeaz, you piss off the whole Florida coast.
You gotta tell him to go raise his kid.
Right?
Just tell him to raise his kid.
What about the kids? What about the kids that take their shirts off at the games? Right?
This guy's got a problem with it.
Thank you, Peter. I appreciate the love.
All right, that's enough love.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. Sorry about
What the hell are you
doing? Sorry, guys. That's a little busy boy moment. And I want to give a shout out to the players, too. I got to meet Hudson after the game. Hudson is the center on the team. He's like one of the best players on the team. He added me on Instagram. He loves all my videos. Such a great guy. We're gonna have him on the podcast after the playoffs are done, after they win the cup. We'll definitely have him on and talk to him and get to know about his story, his journey, how he loves playing for the Blades. You know, that'll be a great episode in the future. But he was such a gem. Such an awesome guy. He's like, man, I love your stuff. I love your content. Keep being inspiring. You're so awesome, bro. And, you know, it was just like being one of the guys there. And shouts out to Sean Allen and his mom. That's his mom and his dad. And that's Sean Allen's little son. And they came up to me. They're like, are you Caesar from the videos online?
The Caesar?
The Caesar.
Like the Caesar salad?
The Caesar. Well, she didn't say Caesar salad. If she did, I would ask her, what kind of dressing would you like on that? I would hope she said Caesar.
Russian.
But I'm not Russian. Is there a Russian dressing?
We should Russian through the rest of the segment.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're hitting good time.
We're hitting good time if this was segment 3 at segment 3.
That is true. But yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys. You guys made this weekend really awesome. Can't wait to go back over there and hang out with the boys again. Oh, but before we go, I can't reminisce and thank our Panther community for showing out, because they did. I gotta give them love. Look at that. The Panther community went up there as well for Game 5.
Is Peter taking all the pictures?
No, Peter was not there, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see Peter. Yeah, Peter, where were you?
I saw I sent it in our chat, but I saw that Sam was down at that game with you.
Yeah.
And I gotta send you a picture.
Oh gosh. You gotta Is it appropriate for our show?
Yes. So I was at a watch party this weekend for the USA Paraguay game, and It was a big block party in Hartford, Connecticut, and they had the game on outside at the projector in Pratt Street, and every bar just opened their doors, and you could just go into whatever bar you wanted to and bring the drink outside, and it was awesome. And
That's great, man.
I got to send you this picture. Oh my god, this guy looked exactly
Diehard,
like Sam.
you got to make the road trip next year, man. Maybe for the game opener. Maybe how about this? Let's get a party bus. Let's all drive there for the weekend.
Sam was in two places at once.
Hopefully for the banner reveal. That would be great. I'm saying hopefully because the game's not finished.
Dude, you just jinxed it, man.
No, I didn't say we were winning. I said hopefully.
You talked banner.
No, don't put this juju on me. You can't put this juju on me. Chat, you gotta help me out.
All right, so we just had that picture of Sam up. Can you put the picture of the guy that I sent you a picture of?
Let me find it here. Let's see. Oh, here it is.
So Sam is one of our wonderful Greek friends. He lets you know that he's Greek because every time he talks, he mentions that he's Greek.
And he loves himself some hot dogs, right?
Yeah, he's on my side.
Well, yeah, but because he's from Chicago, you guys. See, I'm a Mexican. When do Mexicans love hot dogs? We eat tacos.
You like that chorizo?
Los chorizos, burrito tacos. That's my kind of food. All right, let me see if I can share it here. Let's see. Let me take this one down. Remove. Sorry, guys. I have to be the producer as well here, so bear with me.
We'll fix that next week.
Yes.
Dude, Taco Bell. Don't get me started about Taco Bell. I love that. Like, if anybody hates you for liking Taco Bell, tell them to get a life.
Dude, it's the best fast food, right?
I'm here for a short time, not a long time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Ooh, you're here for a Caesar size.
Don't JK this. Don't JK this. Listen to this. We are on a speck of dirt in the vastness of the universe. We happen to be spawned from the ocean by tadpole fish that eventually evolved into something that made fire. That fire became the pilot ignition in a deep fryer in a Taco Bell. We lived during that time where this happened. Be more appreciative of Taco Bell. Do not say sorry about it. That's Sam.
And he has a hot dog costume from what I hear. He's got to wear that one day.
That is
and
Sam.
We got some appreciatives here. Thank you. You know what? You're right. I like Taco Bell, and I ain't afraid of. There we go. Alex loves Taco Bell. My favorite. Can you try to guess what my favorite is from Taco Bell? I know we're kind of heading off the script.
The rolled quesadilla.
That's a good guess. But no, I didn't even know they had the rolled quesadilla.
This rolled cantina chicken quesadilla. Yes.
Oh, okay. That goes to show you how much I go to Taco Bell. But the Mexican pizza.
Oh yeah, no, I was part of that campaign to bring it back, Jack.
Yes, and they did. I don't know if it's back for good.
It is back for good. It's back for good, and there's even a special one. There's a one with chicken and red cabbage and black beans instead of refried beans.
Bro, those are
Mexican
good.
pizza. That was my go-to. I was 16 from when I was 16 to 18. When I was in high school, I worked at Taco Bell.
Oh,
right around
okay.
right around the time Baja Blast came out. So I've been on the Baja Blast bandwagon for a long time.
Okay, so you've been there. Okay.
I was in the trenches when everybody hated it. I was like, you guys are uncivilized swine. It is lime soda. What don't you get about this?
Oh my gosh. I'm glad they brought it back, though. Brought it back.
What's mine? If you can guess.
Ooh, the Crunchwrap Supreme?
No. Crunchwrap Supreme is good if you're on the go. I'm a man who sits down and appreciates this Taco Bell. Warts and all.
I'm trying to think. Chat, you got to help me out here. What do you think JP's favorite Taco Bell?
This is good
Not-
podcasting.
I know. I think everybody's like on their phones looking at the menu right now.
Yeah,
sure
everybody's
don't.
DoorDash and Taco Bell. Hey, Taco Bell, if you're watching,
Hey, sponsor the Big C show.
your boy loves you. No, let's see. All right, so dun 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 dun. All right, so
Kansas
if
City
you-
just tied it.
if you were going to guess the cheesy ready to crunch,
Which one?
and my wife guessed it. Of course she did.
Oh, of course she did. That's not there.
You know, you get those rewards for every every like $25 that you spend there or something like that. Every time I open the app, I have a free reward, and I always get cheese ready to crunch with it. And I don't think I've paid for one in like
No way.
years.
And I'm guessing this is Alex's wife. Low key hate when Alex eats Taco Bell.
Oh no,
Interesting. Oh,
Shalane's gonna say the same thing.
oh man. You know, luckily I haven't had any of that issue. Me eating Taco Bell. It's actually, I don't know if it's a Mexican thing, but my stomach's pretty good eating that stuff. So
It's pretty obvious when I eat Taco Bell.
oh no, don't worry. We know all puns intended there. So but no, I agree, man. Taco Bell is so underrated for sure. And you know what? I used to love the commercials with the little Taco Bell.
Pete's right. I like the fire sauces that go to.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people say it's not. It's really hot, but I don't think it's hot. No goal. They overturned it.
All right.
Yes, the Blades are still winning.
All right. Cody Rhodes' title reign has gone way too long. We need to move on from Cody Rhodes right now.
Oh man. But anyways, let's go to our first segment. I know
45 minutes in.
45 minutes in. The first segment is the Knicks are NBA champions.
Yes.
Finally, the New York Knicks do it. JP,
Yes.
you're gonna have to help me on this one, man. I didn't get to watch the game. I was with my my Everblades family over there, enjoying the game. Tell me what happened. How did it happen? I know they won by 94-90. Talk about the game.
They sure did. Well, I mean, the story of this game is the story of the series. The Spurs go up big early. They maintain that big lead for one quarter, and then the Knicks claw back, during the fourth quarter. And it's like, it's unbelievable. Like, Jalen Brunson scored half of the points for the Knicks. Like, he's like superstar, face of the league attitude that came out of nowhere. Josh Hart was awesome. OG Anunoby was awesome. They all played the big minutes. Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges. They were, oh my God. Like, I thought Diehard's right here. I thought the series was over when they gave up the game where they were up 29 points. I was like in awe of that, but still they were just unbelievable. Like, at no point was I watching that game and thinking that the Knicks were going to lose. Like, I think it was 19 was the lead this game. Okay. At no point was I worried.
Because they've done it since the whole playoffs, right?
Correct.
They did it with Atlanta.
They rattled off, I think it was 13 straight wins.
And I agree with Alex here. Brunson is just at his peak. And like I said last week, I'm sorry to cut you off, JP, but I feel like New York hasn't had a superstar like Brunson. Patrick Ewing, maybe?
Oh, Melo.
Melo
was a star, but he wasn't a winner.
Star, but he wasn't a winner. Like, I think he's over Melo.
Well, he's over a lot of people now. He's like they got to start petitioning Mamdani to make a statue of him in New York City now. Like, this is crazy what the Knicks just did. They lost 3 total games during the playoffs.
We got overrated by Ted. He thinks
Melo
overrated.
was overrated, but there were expectations tied to him, and he was an excellent international player. He showed up for Team USA, and he did get gold medal. So there's something to say about that. Despite the fact that Kevin Durant and LeBron James and D Wade were on the team, he did show out on that team. But OG Anunoby was a revelation this series. Like, that guy, just not a great field goal shooter, but he was all over the boards, 8 rebounds.
And very good point. Did Melo ever take Denver to the conference finals? Never. He started off his career there.
No, he wanted out. He wanted out of Denver, and then got offended that they gave Jokic his number,
which is crazy because, well, I feel like people or players in numbers is like, really?
No, it just means that they have to come to the realization that their number is not going to get retired for whatever work they put in with the organization.
Yeah.
So other than that, fourth quarter, we could talk about Wemby being a dirty player all we want, but it's like he's not going to get suspended to the point of like a Draymond Green missing a final game.
And I think that happens in the NBA. They're not going to suspend a huge superstar.
It's favorable to the superstars for sure.
Yeah. And it looks like the KC just tied it this time. So it's 1-1 still in the first period. But
okay, we're losing the plot on women's wrestling in WWE.
Wait. You're comparing women's wrestling to...
Not comparing. I just said that I'm throwing in my hot takes when you're talking about the ECHL.
Oh, what a save. But yeah, no, I think Melo was probably the last big star. I wouldn't consider him a superstar.
Him and Stoudemire. You want to talk flash in the pan? There's Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin was, yeah, but maybe for 1 or 2 years, right? He didn't really.
One season. He got a big contract with the Rockets, and then he was out.
Yeah,
the Knicks didn't match him.
But then there was nothing after that.
No, it was kind of coasting, and there's, you can go back and listen. There's evidence of everybody being like, your big pick is Jalen Brunson. Your big pickup is Jalen Brunson. That's all you're gonna do. It's like, no, he took $27 million in anticipation of the LeBrons of the league taking $50 million.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he has Anunoby and Cat on the team because he left the room for them. He left over $110 million on the table to get other, wayward superstars around him. And I am just so happy that Karl Anthony Towns got a trophy before Jimmy Butler did.
Sour much there, JP?
I think any Heat fan would be sour about Jimmy Butler. I think every Timberwolves fan is sour about Jimmy Butler. He leaves absolutely nothing but bad vibes when he leaves a place.
And he's one of the reasons I kind of turned away from the NBA. That whole drama, that, and then just the NBA players sitting out games to rest. It's like, come on, guys. Really? The NBA has gotten so soft. And I kind of blame the commissioner on that. There's no accountability for the teams.
Zaslow says he's a nothing, and I agree with him. He's a big nothing. He's a nothing.
Like, could you imagine in hockey? Like, oh, our guy's not feeling really good today. He's tired. We're gonna put him to rest. And I think Matthew Tkachuk's dad, Keith Tkachuk, on their podcast was like, kind of calling the goaltender for that Ottawa Senators out like that. Like,
don't get me started on that. That was some real Dana White stuff from Keith Tkachuk.
But
you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, you do. But
mentally, if a goalie's not there, you don't stand a chance. So you have to have a good backup, especially if you know that. Like Allmark, you know that from his time on the Bruins. Like, you got what you paid for there.
Exactly. No, that's true. Are the Knicks the new team to beat in the NBA, or is it still Oklahoma? Even though they didn't make the.
I guarantee you that I don't know if the sports books are open on futures for next season, but I can guarantee you that the Spurs are probably going to be number one again, because this is going to be the classic teachable moment for the young team. So yeah, there's
What do
nothing
you
better
think,
than when your
Kat?
friends stumble.
Yeah, we want to get your opinion, guys, on in the chat. Like, who do you guys follow the NBA? Which team are you guys looking closely? Are you Miami Heat fan? Any Boston fans? Any other fans here? What do you think about the NBA? Are the Knicks the team to beat?
I mean, they're gonna be, by virtue of being the champion. But in November of this year, were the Panthers the team to beat?
Yeah, I know.
No, they weren't. They weren't. I honestly think that
I think the Spurs will get better next year.
you can't. Yes, because they're young. They're a young team.
I felt
with a
that
young
the
core.
Knicks were more of a veteran team. They had more of a veteran presence,
Mhm.
and that helped them in this final. We've seen the mistakes that Wemby did, and other players like Fox did. Not holding the ball, instead shooting it with less.
You
than
don't even
20
need to
seconds.
give examples of Fox. He did everything wrong.
I
He was
mean,
like, and
it's
as
crazy.
far as the coach goes, he's just like, he committed to Fox being the guy to take the shots at the end of the game, and it's like he's missing everything.
I know. And how about
he's not Kobe? He's not going to suddenly start making 30 in a row. He's
such a young
Fox.
player,
Like,
and he still needs to I think there's a lot of players that are young on that team, and I think they have over exceeded their expectation this year. RC says, I haven't followed the NBA for a while, but watch out for the Supersonics.
we're not expanding yet. We're not expanding yet, but we need a team back in Seattle.
Yes, we do love great times in sports here. Shouts out to BigCeaz, Bernard. Shouts out
Barnyard.
from Boston. Barnyard.
Barnyard.
Barnyard. Okay. Is that your name, BigCeaz? We would like to know your real name.
I mean, come on. Yeah, when I was in high school, my name was Gators Rule 06 2002.
That would be a great name.
That's a terrible name. Of course, it's not my real name.
I'm just busting your balls there. But no, I think the Spurs are going to be really good next year. I think you and I, JP, are looking for this offseason. Are the Miami Heat going to actually get the big one?
I think so. I think Giannis, whether it's a year or two late, I think is still worth it. The way that the Heat play, he wants to be here, but this isn't a Donovan Mitchell kind of situation where it's like Heat or nothing, which kind of ticked off the Trailblazers. So I think that it's not a given. It's not a given that he's coming, but I think that does change the expectations of the East, which is why I am not going to give it to the Knicks right away, because at the end of the day, I am rooting for the Heat. And while this was a nice story and I love me some New York, I want what's best for the Heat. And I think that immediately Giannis is the first thing to go. And I just like, as long as we don't have Terry Rozier on the team, we're fine. I think we're better.
Yeah. And kind of to end it on this segment, and then we'll go to the NHL segment. Was the championship overdue for New York?
Of course. I mean, but that's part of the story. That's part of the story.
I mean, it was incredible to see how many people were out watching, just out in the streets, and apart from all the bad stuff that happened as well, like those people were. I can only imagine how happy they were, and it was crazy. 53 years now. 53 years.
There's nothing like so. There's a couple cities in the country that will have split fan bases.
Oh, we got Bill. Okay.
What up, Bill? So like there's split fan bases. Half of New York will like the Yankees, half will like, the Mets. Chicago, you got the Cubs and White Sox. LA is Dodgers and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Lakers, Clippers. But basketball, there's only one team. You can move the Nets to Brooklyn, but the 5 boroughs are going to support the Knicks. And there's just like, dude, I get jealous looking at all the videos. It's like, that is a gigantic city, 8 million people.
Huge.
And for every bad thing that happened during the celebration, if you parse that down, it's probably the same percentage of bad things that happened at every city that, there's just more people.
I don't know, except for Florida. Well, I don't think the hockey community does things like that.
No. So, I mean, it depends on the city. But sport, that has a lot to do with the fact that hockey is the 4th most popular sport. The hockey crowd isn't going to turn into a giant mob, but basketball is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Basketball is as long as they don't like get too stuck in the mud in the sitting of superstars and all that stuff, they should be surpassing baseball.
Oh, especially with the lockout potentially coming this year.
Yep, they have an opportunity, and but there's only one basketball team in New York, and it's the Knicks, and so everybody was all about it. They have, let's be honest. There's a lot of happy people in New York right now. Like, there's a youth movement. There's joy. I'm trying to avoid saying the mayor's name, but he's like, there is a joy. Like, there's things that are happening. Like, things are happening in the city. That's the thing that they're saying. And it's absolutely crazy to watch. And you get secondhand, like, joy just watching these people, like, let loose 53 years of this will be our year.
No, I agree.
There's nothing. Every year, the Knicks think they're going to be the team that year.
Yeah. Every year. Kind of like the Cowboys.
If you're enough. So I got something about that. So if you're
little promo for our next guest.
if you're a team of expectations for so long, and it was really just the fans, because there weren't a lot of good teams that were put together. Like, the fans just expected that a championship was going to come, and they didn't think it was going to take this long.
Yeah.
And the closest they got was against the Spurs in '99, but to see them win in 5 games against the team that they lost to 26 years ago it's poetic.
I can't wait to see Ben Stiller's documentary.
Yeah, I'm happy for Ben Stiller too, I guess. He suffered most of it. Timothy Chalamet is a Johnny come lately, so
yeah.
Good for him. But Ben Stiller, he even got a photo shoot with the cup. Larry O'Brien. Yep, he got to do the whole thing. He was
and there's so many people hating on that. Like, dude, this guy was an original Knicks fan. Like, come on.
Right, but he's honest. He's like, I'm a big enough celebrity where they just give me the tickets, but I'm here supporting the team. And if they're going to put the camera on me, I have to be excited about it.
And he's got to promote it, right? He's doing his job. And
him, Spike Lee.
I mean, be honest with me. Like, if the Knicks say, here's tickets, are you not going to not take them? Like, oh, no, I'm a celebrity. Let me pay for them. Get the hell out of here. No, whether you're a celebrity or not, you're going to take those tickets.
I do think Spike Lee might have locked in like a long-term season ticket deal.
Yeah, so he pays for it.
So that he never actually left the celebrity row, because he's always been paying, because he locked himself in when he was at his height in the 90s.
So he's like the only celebrity, like, big no figure that pays for his tickets. But
did you know they put Game 4? They put Aaron Judge in the suites.
Wow. I thought he would be on the floor.
Yeah. They put Hank Azaria in the suites. Like, Hank Azaria is like one of the, he's a famous, if you don't know who he is, he's a famous voice actor that does a lot of the voices on The Simpsons. But he is, I think he was the scuba guy in Along Came Polly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's friends with Ben Stiller.
So, Chad, like, is there any celebrities that you know that are you against the celebrities getting on the court, or
no?
Are you like, it doesn't bother you, or is this like, it's whatever? It's not my team. I don't really care.
No, for every time for every time I see Ben Stiller out there and I see the celebrities out there for the Knicks, I get a little jealous because it's like, you know what? Ariana Grande could be up on the ice. She could be up on the glass, slamming her hands against the glass
But
at
she
every Panther
actually
game.
prefers to be in the suite because I don't think she wants to be like everybody spotting her. Because at the hockey games, you got people around you, right?
Yep.
So
was
I
that
can
move?
only imagine.
Yeah, around you.
Around, yeah. There we go. Just
Settle down.
but yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I think the celebrities, although they make a lot of money and stuff like that, and the ticket prices were crazy.
No, it's part of the experience for the fan base.
It is. And, it does suck for those fan bases been there for years that have been paying a lot of money. But that's what see, if you're a true fan and you're a season ticket holder, you get first dibs on the playoffs, regardless. So, I mean, there's really you can't
For
really
$17,000.
I don't think they pay that much. I think those are just the values after. So, who knows? But anyways, let's move on because we got our guest here coming up here shortly. The Stanley Cup final was yesterday, and we got a new Stanley Cup champion. We no longer can celebrate the Florida Panthers.
Nope, that's not right.
Being
I'm
Stanley
wearing
Cup
this.
champions.
I'm wearing this hat harder now.
And no, dude. Literally, when Carolina won, we went. I was on the Cats and Rats podcast, streaming it with the boys, and we went to the admin, and they had to take down their profile picture of them being Stanley Cup champions. But I want to put the picture here of Rod Brindamore. I know this is probably cringe to you, JP, but Ron Brindamore wins it as a coach. Did it in 2026 as a player, now as a coach. As soon as I saw this like live, you know who I said this reminds me of, and try to guess.
Howard Dean.
It's a comic book. They made a movie out of it. Chat, who does this look like? Help us out.
Spawn?
Yes, the Hartford Whales was. Does this mean you guys share a cup? No.
No.
JP's a big Hartford Whale fan, so.
Was.
Okay.
It died when I was a kid.
RC says you will not guess. But RC, am I right when I said this? You're the only one in the chat yesterday to actually guess right. And, shouts out to him for posting it on X.
All right, just tell me.
Wow. It's already giving up. So, the comparison, because the Hurricanes are our enemy. Don't they look like?
Yeah.
I thought it was a great comparison. JP thought it was.
RC.
Anyone who watches the Spider-Man movie, like literally when he did that, it reminded me of the Green Goblin.
Willem Dafoe is more convincing as a monster than Rob Brindamore is at convincing us that he didn't get swept.
Yeah, that is true. But I'm talking about looks. And Bill agrees with me. They do look similar. Yeah.
All right. Well, one of them I want to see on my TV more, and it ain't him.
Actually, there's a new Spider-Man coming out.
Is Rob Brindamore in it?
I don't know. Maybe he is.
No, he's
Maybe
not.
he's a... No.
No, he's not. I've been following everything about that movie. I know exactly what's going on.
I'm excited to see it, actually. Should be a good one.
But, you got any guesses on who Sadie Sink is
Carolina.
playing?
How does... Carolina finally gets over the hump. Could we honestly say that it's because Florida wasn't in it?
It's absolutely because Florida wasn't in there.
Man.
It's
Man,
absolutely.
I might be biased, but yeah, I think so. Just watching the teams play, I felt like our team is built different, is built to handle this. And I thought they could have beat both teams.
Like, without a doubt. I don't think there was anything that would have stopped Florida. Again, with a healthy team. The way the team was in January was not going to do this.
I'll be back. I lost you.
Oh, Jesus. We lost you. Haha, we lost him. All right, wrestling. Cody Rhodes is getting stale. We got to take the title off of him. How about Rhea Ripley? Spinning wheels. Rhea Ripley needs to fight Charlotte Flair as soon as possible. Can't wait for that.
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, so Vegas. I didn't want to see Vegas win either, but it's a shame that the Stanley Cup playoffs ended without a winner.
I don't think there could be a tie though, JP. So
nobody won.
No, I don't think so. But
you get an asterisk. Like there's no. I don't see a winner around here.
But if you want to talk about feel good stories, let's talk about Bussy, a journeyman,
the one that got away.
ECHL, who was a former Panther, played with the Panthers. A brief stint
just the preseason, I think.
Yeah, only in the preseason. We had to let him go, put him on waivers for number wise because of Barkov getting hurt. And we didn't know. I think we have already played who was our backup goaltender this year?
Tarasov.
Vanis Tarasov. So we were giving him the reins because of the money that we were paying him. Carolina ended up picking him up off of waivers. And did we think he was going to have the play that he did? No, none of us did. I know he was very sought after by Boston, but he takes his opportunities in Carolina, and he makes them of it. And a guy who worked at Chipotle at one point, played for the ECHL, like Carter Verhaeghe. Just a journeyman, great guy, great family guy as well. And what I love about him is he does so much for the autism community. He donates a lot of his money for Pucks for Autism. And, when he was down here in Florida, when the Carolina Hurricanes played, and I got to drop the puck for one of their charity events, Bussy, after that game against Florida, all the players left, and he stood behind, took the opportunity to hang out with the kids, the guys that played, the girls that played that day. And, for me, players like that deserve everything, deserve every good. And it makes me so happy to see that, good people get rewarded for good things that they do.
And he was an excellent goalie. He was 31-6-2 in the regular season as a backup.
Yeah.
He pretty much shared with Anderson. And they're going to have to look at Anderson because Bussy might be number one next season.
I think so, especially the way Anderson played here late. Now, there is reports that Anderson might have been injured. We don't know how much that is true.
I think you know what? I think there was actually a tragedy in his family, and I think they held him out of the game for that reason.
Okay.
I think was my understanding from the commentary. I think something was going on with his family, and if he couldn't be all there, then they had to give it over to Bussy.
Yeah, and I think being a goaltender, you have to be mentally there. Like, you can't have mental lapses.
Yeah, we just talked about that with Olmark. You have to, like, as hard as you want to be on a guy for not showing up for your team, like, goalie's a very solitary position. It's like being it's like being a tennis player. You have no teammates. All you have is instruction. And it's like the only person that you can really complain about to that is like the guy coming for your job, your backup.
Yeah.
It's like mentally, it's got to be a horrible position. And
it happened with Spencer Knight here in Florida when he took his time off. I was a big advocate of mental healthness, and I still am. I was a big Spencer Knight guy, and when he came back, I was so happy for him. When we did Pain on the Ice, I wrote a big message: feel better, Spencer Knight. Ask for help. People ask for help. I'm very big on asking for help. That's why I love Dak Prescott, regardless of being a Cowboy or not. He's always about mental health. His brother passed away from, suicide. His mom passed away from cancer Just I'm such a big advocate of mental health for everybody, and I think we got to make it more aware, and it's easier said than done. But talk to somebody, that you love that's dealing with it. Like always check up on them, and if you're in that stage, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to talk to anybody. Shoot a text, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, no, I agree. So I hope Anderson is gets good. I hope he gets in the right state of mind. I hope everybody and his family's doing good. Happy for him that he won the cup, and it sucks that one of his mentors passed away too because of mental health issues as well. So Claude Lemieux. So, but yeah, let's kind of roll into our next segment, and this segment I'm kind of very excited about, man. He was brought to my attention by Peter here in the chat. I hope, Peter, you're still listening to us. He's like, man, C's, I just met this guy, Jorden Garnett. He's a comedian and is a big, huge Miami Marlins super fan. And when he said that, I'm like, but I don't like the Miami Marlins. I went and I checked out his page. I loved it. I was like, man, this guy reminds me of me, but with the Florida Panthers. And we started talking. Peter created a group chat. We started talking, and then he's like, I love Miami Marlins, but I'm a bigger Dallas Cowboy fan. I was like, no way. No way. So, without further ado,
Speaking of mental health problems, I'm about to have.
Oh, it's already starting. Man, let's bring in our special guest, Jorden Garnett. Jorden, welcome to the Big C Show, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's up, guys?
How's it going, buddy?
It's going great. It's not going to go so good for you in a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
do you think that though?
Let's go. The gloves are off.
Let's go.
Let's do it. By the way, I know you're a Marlins fan. They're playing the Philadelphia Phillies right now. Please tell me some good news, because at least you and I agree on something. We hate Philly.
No, it's not good. It's I need some mental health right now. It's Phillies are up 5-0. It's not good.
Oh man, Jay, you're killing me, Jorden. Where's the hype?
It's not good. It's not good. I hate everything Philadelphia. I think we can all agree that. You being a Giants fan, JP, C's, do we like anything Philadelphia? Maybe cheesesteaks.
That's the only thing.
We talked about the pork loin sandwich at Reading Terminal. Pork loin and provolone with broccoli rub.
Ooh, Bill. Ooh. We got a Yankees fan in JP too, so
thank you for catching that, Shalane. I did have to resize that because I put it on Adam earlier. I'm trying to get my kid into the Yankees.
Oh, man. Adam raised the hat.
Resize the hat.
Which one?
The one I was wearing. I had to adjust it.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. It's a show within a show.
Yeah, that went over my head. But anyways,
keep it moving.
Jorden, this is about you, man. Sorry, we're getting off task here, man. Jorden, get us to know about you. Take us back to when you were a kid, man. How did you become a big sports fan?
Pretty much, man. Like brainwashed. You could call it child abuse. Pretty much just completely.
You and I both.
Yeah, I didn't have an option. It was either like you're a Cowboy fan by my dad or you're not my son. So I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this. So my great grandparents, they bought me Miami Dolphins pajamas, and like the Dolphins colors. Yeah, the Dolphins colors I always thought were like cool, and I still do. Like, the teal, the orange, and they're similar to the Marlins. And my favorite color happens to be orange. I know I'm a 34-year-old man talking about my favorite color. I'm not on the spectrum.
Mine's aqua.
But I just remember putting on these pajamas, and I ran out, and the Cowboys happened to be playing Sunday Night Football, and my dad had some buddies off, and he literally ripped the pajamas off of me. And like ripped them to shreds and like threw them And then there was a Monday night game where I had, as a kid, you had like bath toys and stuff like that. And I had a dolphin that would float up, just like this little dollar store dolphin. So
So
what
they
my
really
dad,
wanted you to be a Dolphin fan.
yeah, my great, I think it was just on sale at like Marshalls or something. They didn't care. But my dad was so diehard Cowboys, and he still is. Um, but I'll never forget, it was another night game where he had buddies over and they stole my bathroom dolphin toy, and my dad put a steak knife through it and put it on the TV because we used to.
No.
Absolutely true. Yes, that's why I'm on medication today. Um, Absolutely true. But then, like, it's just like I missed the heyday. I missed the Super Bowls. My first quarterback was Quincy Carter. Um,
Oh, so you didn't even get to
s-
watch Troy Aikman, Michael Irving, Deion
no.
Sanders, Emmett Smith.
Oh, that's a
Man,
shame.
I remember, so I started watching in '99. So I don't remember Mike Urban playing. I got to see Troy's last season.
that was the
I got to
last year
witness.
they made the playoffs, I think, before that era, right? Or after
Troy
that.
was a
Uh,
Troy was a walking concussion that year.
Yeah.
yeah, he was pretty bad. I'm not a big Troy guy because I didn't get to see him play. My guy, we'll get into that. But I got to see Emmett, break the record. So I got to see Emmett towards the end. But yeah, for guys like that, my quarterback was 17, Quincy Carter, and then he took us to that one playoff appearance with the
Hey,
big tuna.
Just
who
one.
would have ever thought, right?
Yeah, that's all Bill Parcells right there.
Oh my
And
gosh. When
that's Bill
they hired
Parcells.
him, because I'm, as you know, a big Cowboy fan like you, but I actually get to see the '90s Cowboys. That's how I became a fan. My
So
dad was
lucky.
just like stuck on the TV every Sunday, screaming at the TV, and because of my brittle bone disease, I would have broken bones throughout the year. And my dad would always put me on the couch to watch games with him. And I got stuck. I loved the team and I loved the swagger they had. I loved Jimmy Johnson. Deion Sanders was one of my favorite players because every time he intercepted the ball, he would dance around, just like punt returning, playing receiver, and
Yeah.
just doing those dances. And Emmett Smith, Michael Irving, Troy Aikman. And then when I was 7 years old, I wrote a letter to three players, and Troy Aikman was one of them who wrote back. And ever since he wrote back and sent me a whole bunch of autograph stuff, I was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm sticking with
Yeah,
him.
I'm in. I'm in. Yeah, that's kind of like me with the Marlins. Like I'm still way more Cowboys than Marlins, but I love my fish. But it's like the Marlins are like so accessible because I will admit we have no fans, but I literally can text back and forth with Otto Lopez, who has the highest batting average in MLB right now. So it's just wild.
Crazy.
It's wild. Like, you know what I mean? It's so cool. It's
Have
cool.
you had the machete yet?
No, I have not. But my buddy that sits next to me, who's he's got to be hitting like at least 310. He finished the whole thing to himself. Whole
Oh,
thing to himself. Yeah, it's 2 feet.
We
no.
talk about inspiration. We talk about resilience on this podcast.
Yeah, and I think it only took him like 30 minutes. He
3-foot
downed
quesadilla
it.
is what I'm talking about.
He
30 minutes?
downed it.
No
30
way.
minutes, it was gone. He's a big dude. He's gone. It was gone. I heard it's delicious. I just don't have I'm a comedian. Not a famous comedian yet. So I don't have $34 to spend on a quesadilla.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. But what is your like? Because I know we're talking about ballpark foods and stuff. Now that we're in the talking about it, what is your favorite arena or
Oh,
ballpark food?
I'm gonna sound like such a girl. Oh my God, Dippin' Dots.
Nothing is feminine here. It's just food.
I, yeah, I'm a Dippin' Dots guy. I'm like a
Okay.
banana split
I'm
Dippin'
with you.
Dots
I'm with you.
guy.
That artificial
And
banana tastes so good.
it's so good. So I'm a Dippin' Dots guy, and then other than that, I'm not a big stadium food. I used to be a big drinker. I don't drink anymore.
Same here.
So
Okay.
be, before that, it was just whatever beer they were serving. So like the Cowboys, were sponsored by
I think
Miller.
Miller Light. They
Yeah,
still are,
yeah,
I think.
Miller Lite. So it was like when I was at Cowboy Stadium or AT&T, it was probably about 27 Miller Lights. That was my stadium food. And then by the time I started getting into the Marlins, just dipping dots,
Okay.
keeping it
Okay.
keeping it classy.
There we go. There we go. Dippin' Dots kind of guy. All right. Cool. How did you become such a passionate Miami Marlins fan?
So it was weird, guys. So as a comic, I faced a lot of like adversity. Thank God my career is doing great. Like I'm on tour almost. I just got off back from being on tour. I just got home yesterday. Um, but I struggled with alcohol really, really badly.
Wow.
And my buddy, who was stupid and sees you would have been happy, and he's probably listening to this right now. He's a huge Atlanta Braves fan. So he's like, "Hey,
Let's
I got it."
go.
Woof.
So he's like, "I got a ticket to go see the Braves and Marlins play. Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got nothing else going on." And like he could have brainwashed me right there and been like, "Hey, look, like Acuna was on the team, like Olson's on the team, and all these all stars," and he didn't. And I just started I already had a Marlin hat. I had gone to games as a kid, just never really got into it. And
Okay.
then all of a sudden, I saw Jesus Sanchez. Unfortunately, he was traded. Like the Marlins just trade everyone. Um, thank God they can't. They like trade their fans away too. The fans just leave. They don't show up. But I just remember Jose Sanchez was not Jose. Jesus Sanchez was like shaking his ass and just being nuts like with the fans. And no, I wasn't looking at his ass, but I just thought it was
I was gonna
funny. And I
question
was
you there,
no, I
Jordan.
was not looking at his ass. Definitely not.
We don't
My
judge here on
fiance.
the Big C show, by the way.
No, I'd be honest. Augustine Ramirez, my fiance, she loves him. He's got a fabulous ass. I will say that. Fabulous ass, but he's down in AAA with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. But he started just like shaking his ass, interacting with fans. And it just seemed like even though there was like 40 people in the audience, or audience, me talking as a comic, 40 people in attendance in the crowd, it was fun. It was really fun. And then baseball really isn't that hard to understand. So I was like, all right. And then I brought my fiance out to a game, and she pretty much wanted to bang every single player on the roster.
Here we go.
And she enjoyed it. She enjoyed it.
Hey, is this
So
why you're becoming
Wait.
like friends with them?
Hey,
yeah, dude, totally. They can sleep with
how
my
comfortable
fiance.
was the chair?
I just what at the stadium?
The cock chair.
Oh, that hasn't happened yet. But I would, in exchange for a few bats and stuff like that, they can, yeah, everything's got its price, guys.
Yeah, buns of steel, sex appeal. I love it. Man, that's crazy. So you became a big, huge Marlins fan going to a Braves game. How ironic. You're on the Big C show. I'm a big Atlanta Braves fan.
Mhm.
Same thing. My dad was a Braves fan. They used to be on TBS. So the only team that we really watched on TV was the Braves back in the 90s. And that's how I became a fan. And then just when they won the World Series in 2021, 2 years after my dad passed away, it was such a special moment for me. But yeah, talk about your fandom and like you being the biggest Miami Marlins super fan, what you're doing with the team and kind of talk about you're creating a video every day, having the Marlins try to follow you.
Yeah,
Talk
they're
about that.
watching. They're watching. I think they think if they follow me, I'm going to just stop with the videos. I'm not. And I'm on a nationwide tour. So, like, I'm all over the place. So, I have made it, and I'm not the star. I'm just the opener by a comedian. His name is Mitch Fatel. He's very, very big in the early 2000s. Kind of like the Marlins were, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they weren't big, but we won a World Series then. But that's when he was super popular. But I will like rearrange dates or fly out like the day of a show so I don't miss a home game. I've only missed, I want to say, 3 home games this year. Like I don't miss a
Oh.
game. And the Marlins are watching. They are watching. I think the biggest thing, they think I'm going to just stop making my nut videos, and I'm not. Like even if they followed me, I'm still going to be a psycho. So like if
And it's
Otto
only cost you
Lopez's cell phone
$10.
number. Yeah, it's cost me like nothing. So like it's the truth. It's awesome. Like it's like I don't I want them to win, but it would suck. That's where BigCeaz was like, by the way, we just lost. Philly shit us out. So
Oh,
screw Philly. Um but BigCeaz was like, man, we're gonna get you to be a Panther fan. And I just can't. I can't do it because nobody here they weren't Panther fans. None of my buddies were until they started winning. And then all of a sudden I just saw everybody was putting on Panther gear and stuff like
you don't
that.
want
So
to
it's
be like
kind of
that bandwagon guy that's
Johnny
like,
come
oh,
lately.
yeah. And that's why I hate Dolphin fans. Like I literally hate Dolphin fans so much because I will go to their games. So like, no, I hate Dolphin fans. Like, well, Philly comes first, then the Giants. But the Giants aren't really a threat. They're just then it becomes whatever their name is, the Washington football team, the Redskins, whatever, Generals, whatever new name they'll have in the next
oh
couple of
no.
years.
Oh.
And then I can't stand Miami though, because Miami, they'll be down like 9-0 or like 6-0, like 2 field goals at halftime, and all the fans start leaving. Like they're just like, I will sit through misery. I honestly will. Like the Marlins, we just got shut out. Like the TV's right here. Like I'm not turning the TV off. That's one of the things I don't do. I don't turn the TV off. I'm gonna suffer with you guys. Like that's it. Like you're my team. So
But see, that's how we were as Florida Panther fans. Like we were, we used to be the laughing stock of the NHL. They
Oh,
wanted us to they wanted us to be traded to go back to the Whalers. Go let's bring back the Hartford Whalers. Let's move
It was
this
Winnipeg, I
franchise.
think. Winnipeg.
Was
They
it
wanna
Winnipeg?
Send the team to Winnipeg.
That was one of them. There a whole bunch of places, but yeah,
Hartford is not realistic.
no. But I think it's crazy because I think it's all about ownership, right? And the Florida Panthers got new owners. They changed the culture. They changed the way they do things of operation with the organization. So I feel like, do you see any of that happening with the Miami Marlins? They're a young team. They went to the playoffs a few years ago. I don't know. Did they go last year or the year before? It
No.
was the year
We
before,
just
right?
Yeah, it was like 2000. I think the last time we made the playoffs was 2023. Um, we're a young team though. Clayton's very new, our manager, but there's some stupid decisions, man. We had a game this year where they pulled Sandy, and then they put in, I want to say it was Anthony Nardi. And I was like, what are you doing? And we lost the game. Like, you're gonna pull your ace? Like, and there was a lot, like fans were booing, all 13 of us. But you just don't pull your ace just because he walked two people. And then now it's like become a thing. Like Sandy has said, like, I'll let you know when I'm tired. Like I've earned the right to let you know when
Yeah.
I'm ready to I'm ready to
Anybody
go.
on the roster, it's him. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and then there's always rumors that the Marlins are leaving too. They're like, oh, the Marlins are going to the Carolinas. The Marlins are going here.
So
They
you're
didn't go
Antonio.
basically like us, when the Panthers were at their worst misery. But yeah, shouts out to Kirby here, the Cats and Rats podcast. It was Quebec. That's where it was. That's where they wanted Florida to go
The
to.
Nordiques.
But
Yeah, but
go
a
ahead.
lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know. Sorry, big season cut you off. A lot of people don't know because you hear all that on X, and all those idiots are, oh, they're going here. Legally, they cannot go anywhere until 2056. They're stuck till 2056. So
With
And
that,
you can probably thank David Sampson for that. As horrible as a president he was, you can probably thank him for that.
yeah, we're stuck there, and we can't change
And
the name either.
It's because of the stadium being
Yep,
built
exactly.
with public money.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
by the way,
it's a beautiful stadium.
David Sampson was like going to San Antonio, like wearing a cowboy hat, going to ministries and stuff like that, like trying to get drum up support.
He's pulling
For the
like some
Marlins to leave.
Joel Osteen stuff. Oh, to leave?
Exactly.
I didn't.
He talked in front of a black parish
Oh my god.
and everything.
So bad.
And he had a suit tailored by the pastor's tailor because he
That's
wanted
so
to ingratiate
bad.
himself in San Antonio, and he was wearing a cowboy hat and he had the suit on, and then it was all a show. It was all a show just to get the taxpayer money from Miami.
So
Wow.
crazy. That's a businessman though. They're all liars.
And
Look at Jerry Jones.
he'll tell that story and he'll laugh.
That's
It's
crazy.
it's so sick, but he got what he wanted.
He did, and now they're
And then they sold the team.
I know.
And now he's a podcaster.
It is a beautiful stadium though. Like I hate when people
is.
say people will come up and they're like, it's not nice. It's not a nice stadium. Like, no, like I just went and watched I followed them to the Rays when they played the Rays. Like that's a circus tent. Like it really is. Like
Dude,
Tropicana
that's
Field.
one of the
it's
worst stadiums ever.
Oh, it's gross. Like the seats, like I'm a heavier dude. I'm only 5'8" and I'm like 220. So like for my like little short fat ass to fit in those seats.
You're only
And then
2
the-
feet taller than me, so I mean,
there we go. See,
He doesn't have wheels.
Trust me, man. Like sometimes I want wheels. I'm out of breath. I'm a smoker. I smoke cigarettes though. That's nothing
we gotta get
illegal.
The good kind. Yeah.
Yeah, the cheap kind, the 305s. You know,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God.
they keep you
Kids.
alive.
No smoking.
But
All right.
the Marlins after that loss, they make me want to smoke. But yeah, man, I wish fans would show up, and I think that's why Marlin players are so grateful. Like they really are. There's very few. I'm not going to name names because I want them to follow me, but there's only been 2 that have been rude to me. Everybody else on that roster, if you call them over, they'll come and talk to you. Like I'll show up because sometimes, like as a comic, I don't have anything to do, so I'll show up at that stadium at 11 a.m. for a 7 o'clock start or a 6:40 start. And I'll sit there with some balls, cards, get some autographs, but they'll sit there and have a conversation with you. And that's how I got close with Otto. Like Otto gave me his gloves. I'm staring at him right there. I got a cell phone number, which is a little odd. But I respect it. It's not like I'm going to text him and be like, "Hey, what are you doing after the game?"
What did your fiance do for that phone number?
She's not into Otto. She doesn't like Otto. Otto's not her guy. Otto's
Don't
not
tell
her
him
guy.
that.
If I had Augustine Ramirez's number or Tyler Phillips' number, I think we'd be cooking with gas there. We got something.
Trouble of brewing.
So
I would allow it, but there would have to be like it would be like a first run ball, or a first home run ball. There would have to be some kind of exchange. I would have to get some things.
You only want a home run ball? That's it?
No, I would need more than that. They need to follow me. They
You
would
gotta
need
have
to
me
announce.
as your agent.
Here, my demands they would have to follow me back on Instagram. They would have to announce me as the official comedian of the Miami Marlins. I need a couple of home run balls of significance and a couple of bats, and that's it. And then you can just have my fiance for the night. I don't need to watch. That's it. And then just shake my hand, and that's it. And I'll still root for you.
Did you have this discussion like over a nice dinner?
She's sitting right across here, so she
Okay.
totally
All
would
right.
be like, "Oh, I would leave you in a second for Augustine Ramirez, or Tyler Phillips."
Oh my God, that's great. Now I want to show the chat. If those of you that are listening on the podcast on iTunes or Spotify, check out the YouTube channel. But I want to show the people your videos, and I think they're freaking awesome. This is day 19 of politely asking the Miami Marlins to follow the biggest South Florida super fan comedian. Let's take it.
What? The hottest team in baseball. And you get over here. Yes. Get over here. Yes. Go hop up. Yes.
You and Jeremy Taché have the same agent.
Hottest team in baseball in June. Politely asking my Miami Marlins to follow me on Instagram, day 19. Hell of a win. I just came back from off the road. I didn't even sleep. I've had like 87 Dunkin' Donuts. I probably have diabetes. Marlins, you know what to do. Keep winning. And Max Meyer, he just proved it. Who is Skeens?
I love it.
You gotta
What
stay
started
hyped.
that? What started that?
What really gave me the idea? So I like to my morning routine, and if I do have, I've had, this is weird. I've had two male stalkers by doing stand up. Two male stalkers.
What?
So I swear, not even a joke. Police reports, everything's so weird. So like my I'm giving up my morning routine. So if I'm killed tomorrow, um, we know who did it. But my morning routine is I will wake up, and I will go to my Dunkin' Donuts right by my house, and then there's a bank, and they have this huge like parking lot in the back, and I'll just park in the back, and I just like defuse. And I wake up early. I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning every morning. I'm just a nut like that. So my thing, and I was thinking one day, and I was like, I used to watch TikTok a lot. I don't post on there as much, but there was some guy that was just buying Shrek VHS tapes, and the winner, like, but it had like a little like coupon thing in it, like you could win a brand new minivan, like a Toyota minivan. And he
Okay.
just kept buying Shrek tapes. He's like, and he had this annoying voice, but it went viral, and he's like, day one of buying Shrek on VHS. And he would open, it was either you were always a winner, but it was either you got the minivan or you got half off to Baskin and Robbins. And he would go,
Oh,
Another Baskin and Robbins. And like, I think he's still doing it. And then like, I think he reached out to like Paramount or Dream, I think it's DreamWorks, and like, hey, if I find this, will you still honor the minivan? Like, if I am able to find this, Shrek VHS sealed copy with the, winning thing inside, will you honor it? I think they said yes. So, I don't need a minivan. I just need a follow. But
I
like,
mean,
what, like,
I was gonna say because the Panthers page actually follows a lot of the fans. They follow me. I mean,
well,
Marlins.
it's,
Come
yeah,
on, like
I don't know what's going on. So like the Marlins follow two comedians, and one of them I personally know, and I'm not going to say his name. And I was like, I asked him, I was like, yo, dude, like, and we're cool. We've performed together. He's a little bit bigger than I am. But I was like, yo, he was like, man, I was invited to throw out the first pitch, which I'm throwing out a first pitch. And then I've never thrown a baseball in my life though, so it's going to be interesting. Um, but I asked him, I was like, how did you get him to follow you? He's like, man, it's just like, my career was just, taking off, and mine is, slowly taking off too. And he's like, and they followed me. And he's like, and I had a jersey that they gave me with my last name on the back of it. And I just got a follow. And he's like, to be honest with you, he's like, I don't really like sports. I could care less about them at all. And
that's
they're
crazy,
following him. Yeah, they're following
right?
him. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm very upset about that. I'm gonna I need to. Yeah, my whole thing is what I do. I try to keep it positive. Because there's another guy on he's on X, and he's got or Twitter or whatever that app's called now. Um, he has this name for himself, but he'll like sit there and publicly trash the players. Like, that's one thing I won't do. If
It's
somebody's
kind of
got a
like
bad game, yeah, like
it's kind of like you know who Frank the Tank is?
yeah. He has meltdowns from Barstool Sports. I love
Oh,
it. I love
dude,
it.
I love it too. But like he did literally trashes every player on the team when they play
Yeah, you
bad.
can't do that. Yeah,
And
then
like
the players hate you. That's it. I think, wasn't he like almost banned from like City Field at the
yeah,
Mets? Yeah, you can't do that. So like, man, there's certain things like if I'm watching a Marlin game or I'm watching a Cowboy game, like I will say things out loud, but I'm not going to put it on the internet for
yeah,
somebody's. We got to remember these people they're humans. They bleed red like us. Talking about mental health and stuff like that. They had a bad day. Like, they're already getting enough of it. Maybe not Marlins players because we have no fans, but
I
you're not
bleed
going to
blue.
sit there. Yeah, there
yeah.
you go.
We
That's
see
just
that,
the
JP. We
that's
see
just
that,
the wrong
JP.
blue. You just you can't sit there and just trash, and like, especially like I said, the Marlins, there's not many of us. So these players are seeing this. Like my story, like I wish I could show screenshots. I have like 4 to 5 Marlin players that watch my story, whether it's regarding the Marlins or not. So like, say Otto had a bad game, and I go out there on my story and I'm like, man, Otto, I don't even know why you did that, or that was a stupid, you should have thrown it to third. Why did you throw it to blah blah blah? Like, who am I to tell you what to do, man? Like, it's like, or that's just
Yeah.
like, say it from your household. Like, trust me, I've called all of these guys every name in the book, and like I can hate them at moments, but deep down I love them. It's kind of like my dad. Like my dad, it's like it's
Hang
not
on.
well the
Therapy.
Marlins.
Therapy.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
look, I'm with the greatest pitcher of all time. Sandy Alcantara, on a random Thursday.
See,
Hey, look, I'm with.
that's what it's all about. You're literally like promoting the team,
And look how cool that is. Like but like say I went out there and Sandy, Sandy's had bad games this year. And I went out there and I said, hey, Sandy is this, Sandy's that. Is Sandy going to come up to me and like want to play around like that? No. It's going to be
No,
like, no, that's that
not at
jerk
all.
that said something online.
you know what
So.
caught my eye is this one.
Yo, what is going on at day
boy.
15? We've hit day 15 of politely asking my Miami Marlins to follow me back on Instagram. I just got home from the game. We scored 8 runs. I told you I have a lot of cool stuff. Like it's all behind me. All of my stuff is usually gifted to me. I don't purchase a lot of memorabilia, just like the Marlin crew is unbelievable. This is my most prized possession. So remember, we scored 8 runs to Fish today. So I have the official bullpen lineup card when we played the Braves this year, and we beat them 12-0. That is the most runs in franchise history that we have ever scored at home. There are only 2 of these in existence, and I have the bullpen one. Only 2. So I believe the Marlins have the other one. I have this one. I'm losing my voice because I screamed at the game, but I got a piece of history right here. This was given to me after that game, and then I saw this on it, and I took off immediately because I don't think it was supposed to be given to me. But I appreciate it. Go Fish. We are hot right now, man. I love this team. I love this organization. Marlins, you know what to do. You know what to do. And I would gladly give this back for a follow. Gladly give it back. Raffle it off. By the way, I have a free ticket tomorrow if anybody wants to go to the Marlins game. Let me know. Holla.
So, interesting fact about that day. That was my birthday weekend. And that was the one time.
Yeah.
The one time I go to a game to watch my
It's
Braves.
12
They
zip.
get their asses kicked. So if you want to say I jinxed them, yeah, I did jinx them. So I mean, I'm kind of like, I guess, part of that lineup card, you would say.
I hate that. I hate the whole thing of the jinx thing because but that lineup card though, I feel bad because I'm not gonna name even who gave it to me, but it's a part of the staff, somebody on the staff who gave me that. And I know it was a mistake because I saw that little MLB authenticator, the little shiny thing on it. And as
Yeah.
soon as I saw that, I was like, there's something to significance with this lineup card because I've been given lineup cards before. I got one other one earlier in the season. So I was like, something is up with this for this to be authenticated. And I thought it was because it was Javier Sanoja's first Grand Slam. So I'm like, oh, maybe, they want to give it to Javi, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, I'll just give it back to Javi. I don't care. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm out. And then I posted it on X. And a couple of we don't have many, but like a couple of like the beat writers were like, hey, how much do you want for that? Like, would you settle for like $150? And I'm like, $150? No. Like, and then I Googled and it was the most runs scored at home is 12. We had scored 17 in like 1998 against like the Colorado Rockies. So it's the most runs scored at home. So that's why it has significance to it. There was some bartering with that where they did want it back. But just like, I didn't ask for much. I asked for 2 bats. What else? A follow on Instagram. And then I never got a call back. So I have it. I would gladly give it back. Like, but I have it. But what sucks is I ruined it for a lot of fans because there's a lot of other people that sit in my section. They'll ask for the lineup card. And the guy that used to give them out goes, sorry, I can no longer give out the lineup card. So I was the last one that got the lineup card.
Dang. So they probably have a target on you now.
No, he still gives me free stuff. I just no more lineup cards. But it has been cool though, man. Since I've started those videos, like I met a Marlin fan that gave me like I'm looking here on my wall. Like I have the original opening day game day ticket, the original spring training, first ever spring training game, 1993, whole bunch of bobbleheads. The only thing I've really gotten by myself is just signed baseballs. Like I almost have the whole roster. Um, and then I'm good friends with some prospects too. Actually going up to see Davison De Los Santos.
He's
Uh,
really good.
oh, I love him. He's such a nice guy too. He gave me his gloves. He's gonna give me his bat. He's awesome. And then that's where Augustine Ramirez is too. So my fiance will be up there. She's trying to get a different kind of bat from him. So
Hey, yo.
she'll be there. Yeah. Sorry if I'm not keeping it PG enough, guys.
It's
But
all good.
and C's, I hate when I hear that. I don't believe in jinxes. I think that is so ridiculous because we haven't brought this up yet, and I let Caesar know on it. I went viral in 2016. It was Zeke and Dak's rookie year, and I went and got this tattoo, and
Oh,
it's the wrong Super Bowl. So it says Super Bowl up here, champs, and it was L1, and then I doubled back, and then I added another, or LI, and then I put another LI, but I claimed that we would win the Super Bowl, and it went viral. You can look it up, like just look
oh,
up Jordan Garnett Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl tattoo, and literally I made the New York Post. Like there's a New York Post article.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, like I was getting
I'll put
death
it in my
threats.
link below too for those of you that want to check it out, so that way you guys can read about it. But when you told me about that, it like I remember that year, 2016. That was supposed to be Romo's year. We
Yeah.
finally had a good defense. Zeke
Mhm.
came into the league. Um, Zach Martin was playing unbelievable. Travis Frederick, one of the best O lines. And, you know, preseason game, Romo gets hurt. And everything just like, oh man, Dak gets thrown into the water and does such an incredible job. And I still, to this day, think that we could have gone to the Super Bowl then because there's only one quarterback in that year ever to beat the Cowboys, that's Aaron Rodgers. Like, it had to be him. That one throw
Yeah.
on the sideline. Like,
I
talk about.
can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait till he disappears. I hate that he's even with the Steelers. He's such a weirdo. Like, let him go take his like whatever he takes and go hide in a cave and never come back. He's so annoying. I was very upset about that. Like, so if you remember that season, our first loss was to JP's G-Men. It was
That was
opening
the first
game.
game. Game one.
Yep,
We
and then
all
and then we
remember.
and then we went on a run. We went on a run. We went all the way to 9-1. And then as soon as I got the tattoo, of course we lose again. So then I'm literally getting Instagram messages, Facebook messages, Twitter messages that I jinxed the team. And I was like, and at that time I was living with my grandma. So I was like, if you honestly think a 24-year-old overweight dude that just drinks Bud Light 24/7 and maybe showers twice a week jinxed America's team, like there's something wrong with you. So like that's where I was just firing back. And it was cool. I had like some celebrities. Like that was the funniest one was Mia Khalifa. I think we all know who she is.
Of course.
Mia
I don't know that
Khalifa.
fool.
Of course not. So Mia Khalifa, I don't know what I can say on here. She's an adult star actress. So she wrote and she had a tattoo that someone sent her of herself. That they got a tattoo of herself on their body. And she's like, oh my God, y'all, this is almost as bad as the dude who got the Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl tattoo. So I fired back and she's like, I don't condone this type of, she used the choice words or like a choice word. So I was like, yeah, you don't condone that, but you condone, doing such and such things for money. That's all right though. So like totally just roasted her and everybody's like, whoa, the cowboy guys got lines. So
There we
like,
go.
I was just going back on everybody. It was weird, man. That was a weird moment in my life. I was on like every morning show. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. My
But
local morning show though, they treated me like I was like 13. They're popular around here. I'm not gonna name their names. I'm just not a fan of them. They're like rip off of like Howard Stern, like oh, like it's just annoying, like like the fake laughter and all that. But they like wanted to make a deal with me, like if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, we'll throw you a pizza party for your friends and have you on
pizza
as like
party.
a
What are we,
yeah
elementary
pizza.
schoolers?
Yeah, exactly. Remember that when they would have pizza parties, everybody's like, all right, one slice, and the slice would be like that big and be like
Corporate
a
America before
pizza party.
layoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. A pizza party. I was like, but that was a weird year, man. Like that Super Bowl was in Houston that year. If they would have went, I had 2 free tickets to the Super Bowl in Houston, the Super
Yeah.
Bowl committee from Houston. I had what was it? Yeah, it was the Tonight Show had reached out if they were going to win. I was going to make an appearance on the Tonight Show. So the Cowboys kind of screwed me there. I could have,
But yet you're not superstitious.
no, I'm not superstitious at all. They needed to win, so it would have helped me financially. I'm not superstitious now. We just didn't win because we had what that year was it was Jason Garrett. We had the clapper. I couldn't stand him. Like, all right, 8-8. Let's just clap. Field goal, 8-8. Let's clap. Everything was a clap. Let's clap.
Exactly. Bill here, just make sure it's not Little Caesars. No pun intended. Hey, Little Caesars is pretty good.
Nothing wrong with those pizza bites.
No. Man, that's crazy. Talk about how that moment too, you also got a lot of hate in your life. I know we talked a little bit about mental health. How did that forego for you? Like, how did you deal with all the hate letters that you received? People wanted to kill you because not being a Cowboy fan. Talk about that.
You know what? It never scared me or anything like that because if you're gonna kill somebody, usually you don't talk about killing somebody, you just go do it. So you know what I mean? And it was like guys with like their profile pic, like it wasn't, it's the biggest like keyboard warriors, like the biggest like crap talker online never has really their real profile pic. It's always like a picture of like Donald Duck or like some other stuff.
An egg on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
And if
So
they
like
do
the
have a
people,
picture of themselves, it's in their truck in the driver's seat with sunglasses.
yes. So like I never took any of it seriously. The only time I ever got serious threats was through stand up, and that was just deranged. I don't even know what to call it. Like it's like weird. It's like, how John Lennon, I'm nowhere near a John Lennon. I'm not comparing myself, but it was like weird. It was like kind of like, hey, I'm a fan of your comedy. And then I just declined like not going to lunch with somebody because I didn't know the person like that. And I'm like, dude, like I like thank you for the support, but I don't want to go to lunch. And then he wanted to go work out together and I didn't want to work out. And then that's where that got weird, where he wasn't hiding. Like he was sending me pictures of himself, sending me my address, telling me he was gonna, harm me and my grandmother. That's where that got strange. And that came with stand up, not the football stuff. The football stuff, though, I get it all the time, Even with the Marlins, I get it all the time with my videos. They're like, that's so stupid. It's cheesy. I've never thought like my mantra or whatever you want to call it. It's like I've always worried about what I'm doing. Same with comedy. Like comedians get very jealous, all that stuff. Like I wish my friends success, but like I'm worried about what I'm doing. I don't care what, so and so's doing. Like I'm worried about me and I want to be the best that I can be. Like and I'll never sit there and hate on somebody. Like, hey, look, if they got that, like here, for example, I went to high school with Vitaly ZDTV, if you guys know who that is. Vitaly was a famous YouTuber. I went to high school with him. He did the zombie Miami prank. That's what really launched him. And then he got locked up in the Philippines. And he would streak he got locked up in the Philippines. All this stuff went bankrupt. And I used to sit there and I'd be like, man, like this guy's got no talent. I have talent. Like I've been doing stand up 17 years. Why is he making it and I'm not? And it just took up so much negative energy in my life where I'm just like, you know what? Like the race is long and it's only with yourself. So like, why do I care what he does? Like, you know what? Like, don't wish bad on him.
Yeah,
Like, let him do what he does. You know, like when it's my time, it's my time. And it will be my time. Like I manifest all of that.
yeah,
Like I know my time is coming. So
yeah, and
and so
also just some advice here. Just stay confident in yourself. Just worry about
yeah,
what you got to do, and things will happen. Things will be put in their place, and you just talking to you on here for like a few weeks now, maybe a week and a half. You're a genuine guy. You're funny as hell, and
thanks,
usually
Steve.
good things come to good people that work hard. And I can see you're busting your butt, and you're grinding, and eventually it'll definitely come to you.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like I am willing. I think I posted something on my Instagram. I have comedians reach out and they're like, "Man, how are you able to accomplish like the things you've accomplished?" It's because I'm willing to do what others don't want to do. Like I
Yeah,
just came back from Winter Haven, Florida. I had to sleep in a car and I had to pack peanut butter and jellies because that's all I could afford to eat to make it. But I got on stage, even though it was Winter Haven, Florida, it was smaller, that you get your name out there and then you get invited back from a club, instead of featuring, you're headlining, you're the main guy the next time. So, the sacrifice is worth it. And
mhm,
that's why I've gotten, as far as I've gotten because I put the work in, like you said, and I grind and, somebody might I won't I do 90% or even more of what people would be like, hell no, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. And I am
right.
crazy maybe, but
I was gonna
maybe
say.
craziness makes it. You gotta
I
be
mean,
crazy.
you have to, and you also got to be brave and bold, and not give a crap about what other people think. And it
No.
kind of goes to
Yeah.
what I do on social media. We talked about it earlier on the show.
With you taking your shirt off.
Yeah, so people, are. I mean,
I saw that. I loved it, Suze. That was great.
I think I have a pretty sexy chest.
It was nice. There's some
I,
pimples on your chest. I checked out, but I got some matching ones, I think. Hold on, where we go? I
I
got
love
some
them
right
wheels.
there. I got some matching.
All
Get
right,
some
family
matching
show.
sits right
Family
there.
show. Show
but
me your belly button.
the things that we
Show your
do.
belly button.
I love it. The things that we do, like other people aren't doing it. I'm trying. I'm a big sports fan, and I'm passionate about my teams. And when I'm all in, I'm 100% all in. I don't care what everybody says. I
Yeah.
get messages. Oh, look, it's the Gremlin. Oh, this guy has no neck. Oh shit, look, it's Jabba the Hutt. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I
And
mean,
the funniest thing about it is the people that say that stuff, they'll never say it to your face because they got no,
yeah,
and they're miserable within. If you have to do that, you're miserable within yourself. You know what I mean? So like, it's just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
because their football team hasn't won in 30 plus years.
Oh God.
all right,
Uh,
Jordan. We're gonna have to take this to a different venue here,
Let
or
me,
a
let me,
different
let me,
topic.
let me,
Because
let me,
okay,
let me.
let's
Look,
hear it, JP.
as a Giants fan, it pains me to say it. The Cowboys assemble a masterpiece every September, while we punt after every 3 downs. You guys are building a roster that seems like a cheat code. Their defense is loaded with mutants who ruin quarterbacks, and their defense is a high octane machine putting up video game numbers behind a wall of an offensive line. By November, you're hanging 45 points in prime time. Looking completely destined to coast through January and bring a Lombardi trophy back to Jerry World. It is really a beautiful spectacle. Because as impressive as that squad looks on paper, nothing on earth brings me more pure joy than watching that entire $3 billion circus completely implode at home in the wild card round while Jerry Jones stares from his suite like he's watching his bank account evaporate. See you in September.
All right, that I just made me sick to my stomach because you wasted like 15 minutes of your life writing that out. You could tell it was like you were like meeting like city council. Like, we need this road fix on 6th Street. These
I'm
potholes have
telling
been
you,
enough.
the times we lose to the Cowboys never mattered because we got the Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah,
By
but
that defense, not by Eli Manning.
and they hate. Yeah, it's always been defense that carried that guy. Eli,
Tell Manningham that. Tell
Who,
Plexico
Mario
that.
Mario Manningham and Plexico. I shot myself in the leg. Burris, like that's come
David
on,
Tyree.
like David Tyree that was cut the next year. It's like everybody, has every squirrel eventually gets a nut. That was amazing what you did. In the
I got
Super
my
Bowl.
nut.
I have 2 nuts. And they're and
you know what? I got nuts too in 07 and 11.
And we have 5 of them. It doesn't matter if we didn't get to witness them. They hate saying that. They hate saying that. But if
You
the
hate
world
admitting that it's been 30 years.
if the world, oh no, yeah, of course, it sucks. But
It does.
if the world ended today, the Giants are still playing catch up to the Cowboys. They are, and Eli Manning is not elite. He's not an elite quarterback. He'll go down as a Tom Brady slayer, I guess. But what did he finish with, a 500 record? Like, he's not the best Manning brother. He's
and
not.
Tom Brady will be remembered for muffing a field goal.
You mean Tony Romo?
Oh, you can't even get the name right. If you're
Yeah,
gonna
come
pitch
on.
us, I know.
forget
Come on.
Go back to your script. But no, I will say this. It is very disappointing that we can't get it done. I do blame a lot of it.
Tony Dungy was terrible.
On Jerry Jones. I blame a lot of it on Jerry Jones. I think he wants way too much control over that team. It's turning into an Al Davis situation, where it's like towards the end where Al Davis is just old as like,
And he was just making decisions as
Right.
like,
This isn't
Yeah.
Cowboys therapy. This is just you suck. That's all.
No, not at
No.
all. Like, you guys lost half your fan base because Jackson Dart introduced Trump. Everybody was like, oh my God, we can't. Our rookie quarterback. Oh my God. So cares. Like, I couldn't believe that Giants fans were like, oh, Jackson Dart. Shut up. It's sports. Who cares? I don't care what they do. Well,
No, especially in football. I will say this: in football, you're rooting for laundry. You're not rooting for.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Like, who cares what this guy, who he votes for?
I mean, it could
whatever,
still
it's a man.
suck. It could still suck, but like you're rooting for laundry at the end of the day.
Yeah, it was stupid. What was I going
and
to
I
say?
actually, I do like Jackson Dart. I think he's.
I think Dart's. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
And
this
I
me being a
really,
Cowboy fan.
Just got to
And
avoid
this
the
me being
Tua
a-
stuff.
me being a Cowboy fan too. I really, I really wanted the Cowboys to draft him, and when you guys drafted him, not Dart, Scatterbo, or Boo, whatever,
Yeah.
it's Cam Scatterbo. But I just don't think he lasts long in the NFL. I just the way he runs, I don't think he lasts long. And then I don't know. He looks healthy though. I saw a video of him doing they did some like home run derby or softball event. And he did a backflip and he landed, but
I
that
think-
ankle was
Yeah,
was
it was
dangling.
good. And
I was
but the
looking
thing
in
is-
a different direction.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, but you know what? I think if I'm a Giants fan, I'm more worried about your receiver,
Neighbors.
Neighbors, because he was at the home run derby and he ran off the batting area and he stopped running. That kind of concerned me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he was. I think he had the worst of the injuries between him and Scatterbo, and
Yeah.
you know, it's
an
whatever.
ACL is hard to come back from. It really is, especially as a receiver. Like, look what happened to Trayvon Diggs. Like,
Yep,
everybody was
Michael
like, "Oh,
Gallup.
Diggs sucks." Yeah, exactly. Like, "Oh, Diggs sucks. Diggs sucks." No, I think the ACL ruined Diggs. It really did. After ACL, that was it. Diggs was not the same player. And some players, it's different. Like, look at Adrian Peterson. That knee was shredded, and then he came back the next year and I think won MVP. It all depends. Everybody's body's different. But let's go back to how Tony Romo is far I can't even talk.
Oh,
superior.
what? Oh, you misspoke
Superior.
too. Oh, that's a shame.
Superior. than
That's an
Eli
easier
Manning.
word too. That's not even a name.
Superior. I don't
No,
think I
no,
can
no, no.
even
We're not
spell
doing
it.
this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this
It's
because
totally
two
Romo.
rings-
Undrafted.
put rings.
undrafted.
Put Tony Romo's rings in a box. Put Eli's rings in a box, and tell me who has more.
Oh, it's Eli. It's definitely Eli.
Okay, so then we're
but-
done. We're done.
But we're talking about who's the
No.
better quarterback. We're not talking
Who's the
about
better quarterback?
Nope.
Anybody? Brad Johnson has a ring. Trent Dilfer has a ring.
Yeah.
Results are a quarterback stat. Wins
Yeah,
might
what is
not
his
be, but
results? He's
results are.
500 as
team
a
sport.
starter.
It's a
He's
That's
a
fine.
five-
Wins
This
are
isn't
not
no-
a
as a
quarter-
starter.
wins are not a quarterback stat. Results are.
No, that's a Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson. Who's another? Sam Darnold.
Okay,
Sam Darnold.
None of those
everybody-
people won 2 Super Bowls.
Sam Darnold could win again next year, and we're not going
He
to.
was
Coulda, shoulda,
decent.
woulda.
He was decent enough to stick around and be decent. He was never. Eli Manning never had an elite year. You can't. That's why he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. You can't go back and go, oh wow, there was that year that he was just lights out. No, there was many years where he led the league in interceptions. He just was never that guy.
He's a situational gamer, which is what you can say.
He's a
Not
first
about
round
Romo.
pick. He's a first round
And you
pick.
know what
one
pissed
pick,
me
by the way.
off?
And-
You
Number
know
one
what
pick,
pissed
by
me?
the way.
Okay. You
And
know
he
what
had
pissed
his
me?
daddy. He sat there with his daddy and he cried and went, I don't want to go to San Diego.
Nope.
Thank
I
you.
don't want to go
There's
to
a
San Diego."
documentary that already came out. You don't. That's not true.
He's a
He-
cry.
he-
No, he's a
he didn't want
crybaby. He
to.
sat there with the bolt on his thing, and I remember his
His
Crying
dad-
as
with his bolt.
Frankenstein.
He has to have his dad.
I
take
hope
the
this
heat
is
for it.
cathartic for Cowboy fans.
And he
Jeez.
had to hold up. He
Get
was
so mad about the
upset.
Giants. Oh, Giants
was-
don't matter, but man, you are so upset about the Giants right now.
No, it has nothing to do with the Giants. I'm not worried about the
Oh.
Giants because I hate Eli Manning because he's not. I don't hate Eli. Like I don't.
Because he
really
did what
don't have a
Romo could
problem
never
with Eli.
do twice.
No, his
So does this
defense
mean
did.
great? Thank you, RC. So does this mean Eli Manning is better than Marino?
No,
We're
different
not gonna say
generation.
that. It-
No,
but
different
you can't
generation.
say different generation.
No,
because-
different
I-
generation.
You
No,
cannot do intergenerational stuff.
No,
Okay.
Romo,
He had a good-
Romo and Eli play at the same time.
he had
Okay.
Eli got
and
more
Ro-
results than Romo, and that's
and
the
Ro-
quarterback.
Romo-
Yeah, but Romo had
Romo-
more comeback wins in Cowboy
Sis-
history.
If you look at the stats, if you're a first round pick, Romo is an undrafted free agent. Like literally, he was behind the depth chart. Like I think it was like 4th of the depth chart.
Okay, so
one
let's make
point.
a Hallmark movie about him instead of Eli.
They should. There will be no Hallmark movie about Eli. That's why they made one on Kurt Warner.
It doesn't matter. I'll take the 2 rings.
Eli was just, he was supposed to, there was so much hype around Eli. Oh, he's better than Peyton. He's better than that. No. At
Oh,
the
there
end of
never
the day,
was. There never was. He was always Peyton's little brother. That's what it was.
Oh, when
he
he
was
was
always
coming out of Ole
Peyton's little
Miss,
brother.
I heard, wait till you see.
There was
I'll
no
never-
hype
wait till you
around
see.
Eli.
Oh, there's
It
tons. Like,
depends.
you
There was a lot
cannot
of
say
people
that
that
because
think
there's a lot of hype coming around Arch now, just with that
Yeah.
last name. And I don't know
Everything
if the kid's going to
cooled
live
off
up to
by the
it.
time that Eli won the championship, because the Giants were not even a second thought. They were a 3rd, 4th, 5th thought. They had to win
when
on
you
the
guys-
road.
Yeah,
first
that was
year.
amazing. I'm not going to take that away from you guys. It was amazing what you guys did, knocking off the. I actually was rooting for the Giants. I will admit that I didn't want to see the Patriots go undefeated. As much as I hate the Dolphins, but I didn't want to see them go undefeated. Not at all. Like that was David and Goliath. I thought that was unbelievable.
I was
that
I was 19 during that Super Bowl. That was the coolest thing ever. It was like
I was.
I get to go to college, and all my
Yeah.
friends are gonna have to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's why
Especially
I've been
Connecticut.
it sucks because like the Cowboys haven't done anything, and I've been a Cowboy fan since the first.
You thought New
grade,
York
and-
was bad over the weekend?
Oh my god, that was bad.
Wait,
I
wait
don't-
until
I don't
every American
understand
major
that.
city when the Cowboys win.
Oh, we don't know. Texas people, we're not going to light our city on fire. There's just
No,
this-
I'm
I
talking
don't
about
get that.
every major city in America because you're America's team.
Oh,
Oh, they're going to just
People are
nah.
going like, there's going to be Cowboy fans in New York. There's going to be Cowboy fans all over the country. They're going to just smash, cab windows.
No,
I don't
it
think
won't
that's
happen.
more. I don't
Yep.
think that'll happen. in
Oh, because you're
football.
civilized. Got it.
No,
Been so
no.
civilized over
No,
30
there's
years
just
of
not that
losing.
big-
This isn't just. I mean,
No,
there's
there's
fans like
just-
that everywhere in whatever sport, except for hockey. I think hockey's more civil.
But
But
we
where
know
are
that
they-
because hockey isn't that popular. That's
Where
that's
are they gonna? Yeah, no, I don't see that happening. Because where are they gonna all meet up? We're gonna have like a meetup. No, I don't see that happening. I just think that's crazy. Like you win a championship, that makes no sense to me. Philadelphia did it too. Like when they won their first Super Bowl, they finally got their ring. You trash your own city, and Philly. Like I performed there. I actually like Philadelphia, the city. It's an awesome place to perform, awesome place to visit. And people are actually friendly there, except when it's game day. I
Unless you're
just don't
Santa
understand.
Claus.
Oh my God. Yeah, what were they throwing batteries at Santa Claus or snowballs? I know they threw batteries at people. They're
Yep.
insane. But
That was
I
a
don't
Monday night game.
understand that. I don't understand that. Like, just why are you lighting your city on fire? Your team just won.
They had
Like, you know what I
they had to
mean?
grease the streetlights.
Yeah, they were still able to pull it, or like climb them. So I don't get it. I don't understand that. Like, literally, I think the biggest thing I would do if the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, I would get completely naked and cannonball into my dad's pool. That would
And
be it. Or I think I
and
would
what
just
would
go
your
full
fiance do?
dress. She's seen it all, so she'd just be like, "Oh, I can't believe I have to spend the rest of my life with this guy."
Would she find a Cowboys player?
No, it would be at my dad's house. She's never been to Texas. She hasn't
Hey,
been. She
yo.
doesn't like football. She
Oh,
hates. She's
does-
not that.
okay.
She's not a football fan. She just likes baseball.
Okay.
So she don't like the Cowboys like I do. She don't rep them.
Okay. So, question: who do you see winning more, or winning a championship first, the Marlins or the Cowboys in the next 5 to 6 years?
This is going to sound really bad. It depends. It depends when Jorden
Oh
has to die
God,
first.
it's a psyop. It's a psyop. They blocked it out. Your internet went out as soon as you started talking about death, dude.
It's got Jerry Jones has to go, man. I think that's the only thing holding us back. Who do I see in the next 5 years winning
Clip it.
or winning a championship? It's got to be. Well, I have a bet. I have a bet right now on Hard Rock Sports that the Marlins are going to win the World Series this year. I took a futures bet, and that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year. I put $10 on it, pays $65,000. So I'm going to call it right now: the Marlins win the World Series this year, and the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year. Done. Mark it down. Clip it.
So you actually think the Marlins are going to make the playoffs?
I absolutely do. I think we are hot. We're getting hot at the right time. Philly was due a
June?
win today because they were shut out. We're good. We're good. We're going to be good. Both of our World Series that I've looked into, I've done my Marlins history. We weren't even supposed to be there. This team has never, the Marlins have never even won their own division. We've never won the NL East. We've never won it. So
It's always
we've
as a
always
wild
won as a
card.
wild card.
Yep.
Always
yep.
as a wild card. So that I'm calling it right now. You know, we're going to get some players back, and we're going to go all the way. And then the Cowboys are going to go all the way this year. But if you interview me every year, I'm going to say the same thing every year because that's.
But I
if
thought you were a
can't-
bigger Cowboy fan, though.
Oh, I am. So if I had to pick who I want to, it's definitely the Cowboys. If I can see the Cowboys win
drought's
a
longer.
Super Bowl, if I
Yeah.
could see the Cowboys win, yeah, it's way longer. Cowboys 95, Marlins 2003. So if I could see the Cowboys win, if there was a deal, somebody came up to me
Deal
and they were
or no
like,
deal?
yeah, and they're like, hey, look, we're gonna let you and your dad witness the Cowboys because I really want to watch one with my dad. And I'm sorry, C's, that your dad passed away,
Yeah.
and the Braves that had to be, but just know that he was there with you, man. So
man,
I just
it was incredible. But yeah,
I want to watch. I've been watching them since the first grade. How old are you in the first grade? 6 years old. The Cowboys. I really want to see one with my old man. I like so bad. So if somebody came to me and they said, "Hey, we're gonna give you the Cowboys are gonna win one Super Bowl within the next 5 years. You're gonna get to watch it with your dad, but you can never watch the Marlins again." Peace.
whoa, you might not get a follow after that.
Nah, it's all right. They can't lose more fans. They need me.
Ooh,
Not wrong.
not wrong at all. But now they going into the Marlins, they had a nice little winning streak here in June and in May, part of May and June. They're how far back from the playoff spot, and do you think they continue this run?
It's got to be. I think we're 2 back now, 2 games back out of a wild card spot. We just can't get over 500. So now we're 36 and 37. So the biggest hump is we can't get over 500. But we were 7 or 8 games back at one point. So I think we get some players back. they were talking about it on the pregame today. Griffin Conine has been sent for assignment with AAA to get that hamstring right.
Oh, so he's coming back soon.
Yeah, Yuri Perez is coming back sooner than expected. Even though Yuri hadn't been playing great this year, but we lost a bullpen game tonight. Tonight was a bullpen game, which is a bullpen game, and those are hard to win. Bullpen games are hard to win. But I still have faith that we can sneak in as a wild card. This team is like I think JP said it. We're young. We're a very young team.
Yeah.
I just think some of the decisions, I hate when, and the Cowboys do it too, and a lot of NFL teams do it. Mike McCarthy, our former coach, he was all into analytics. All of a sudden,
don't get me started on Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I can't stand this analytical. The analytical BS is stupid. So if somebody's hot,
it's awful.
Yeah, it's so stupid. So like I don't agree with pulling. They pulled Joe Mack in this game, and Joe Mack, our catcher that got bumped up. He replaced my fiance's boyfriend, Augustine Ramirez. He's been red hot. He's been red hot, and they pulled him during this game when we were losing 4-0, and they pulled him for another. You don't do that. Like, I don't care what the analytics say. His bat is hot. Keep him in. Keep your best hitters in the lineup. It's easy to say from my 1-bedroom apartment that I'm about to get evicted from, but what do I know? But I just think it's stupid to do that. And just because analytics say it, you know what I mean? ChatGPT will tell me that they love me. Do they really love me? No. It's stupid. Stop going off computers. Let's go off of what we see in real life. Do you think I'm going to give the Giants some kudos. Do you think Bill Parcells ever went off analytics? No.
Or Tom Coughlin.
No.
I mean, all right. So you could look at the front runner of the analytics movement in baseball in the A's with Billy Boone. Or what the hell?
Look at how that worked out, though. They've never.
But they made a movie out of it, and nothing ever happened. Because as far as the management of a game goes, there's a feel to it.
Yeah.
And with hockey, you feel it. Like a guy's not doing well, you just get him off the ice more. Baseball, it's why we don't see many complete games anymore, is because they hit a certain pitch count and it's
it's ridiculous.
It's time to take him out. And it's he has a complete game through 8 innings. Well, the bullpen can get him one more inning, and it's a complete game for or it's a shutout for the whole team. It's stupid. Marlins are 2 out from the wild card, 1 game under 500. By the way.
Yeah. That's what I just said that, JP. But thank you.
And I think this happens too in the Panther community too.
Confirming you. I'm confirming you. Thank you.
Confirm. Thank you for fact checking me.
Producing.
Yeah, man. Exactly what you said. I don't just the analytics. It's stupid. I don't agree with it. And then I got to see a lot of spring training. I went to a lot of the practices, which if you are a Miami Marlin fan, I highly suggest going to spring training and going to those 9 a.m. practices. That's where I really made friends with a lot of the prospects and a lot of the, our stars, because it'll be literally me and maybe 2 other people there. And the 2 other people there are just people that are just trying to get card signed so they can sell them on eBay, and then they dip out. So, if the Marlins are so accessible and it's so cool. But what I noticed in spring training, we had cameras everywhere. And I'm a Marlins member. So they had a spring training day picnic, which was actually really nice what they did for everybody. It was a buffet, and then you got to watch the spring training game, and then you got to tour the facility, what they did. And then I had noticed the cameras, and they told us what the cameras were about. And it was all about analytical stuff with the camera system and stuff. And I haven't seen analytics work one time for them, unless, they're hiding something. But it's just, they had Marcy at the leadoff spot this year at the Marlins. And, I love Marcy. He plays great defense, but he's struggling at bat this year. And then finally, you got to move that guy. Don't let him move confidence, but we can't start off every game with an out. And and I saw them move him down in the lineup. And and he's slowly gotten better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just sit there and like, well, analytics say he should be leading us off. No, shouldn't.
And I think that's why I love the Braves organization. They go for feel. They go for feel. Bobby Cox was known for being a player's coach. The player would be struggling for about a month and a half. And fans would get so frustrated. They're like, this guy's not going to hit. What are you keeping him in there? Bobby Cox was an icon, and God rest in peace, Bobby Cox, because he was one of the greatest managers to ever be in the game. And, he always had the confidence in the player. And I think the Braves organization continues to do that. That's why they're so good every year. They don't just use analytics. They go for feel. They get the right people and look at their farm system. They go out and they get prospects from different places. They got this guy from Canada who was drafted in the 20th round who's raking it right now and could be like comparing him better than Ronald Acuna maybe. And this guy's just like just got into the minor league A system. So I totally agree with you, Jorden. It's like too many people on the analytics side, I feel, are like taking away from the feel of the game. And I feel like, you got to be able to feel the game and be able to know your players and be able to make the right moves and stuff like that. So I'm 100% with you on that.
Yeah, it's the truth, man. It definitely is the truth. I just wish it would go back to the old school ways. I feel like eventually it's just going to be like, do we need a coach anymore? What is just AI going to be our head coach? Like,
Hey, before we get rid of coaches, we got to get rid of umpires. Like,
although I know that's a
the
great
VAR
transition.
is so awesome.
I was going to say, JP, let's kind of transition to that. I wanted to ask Jorden about that. How do you like the VAR on?
I love it. The challenging? I love
Yes.
it. I love it. I think it's great.
Sponsored by
it's
T-Mobile.
amazing. I just don't think. I love that, JP. Sponsored by T-Mobile. I just like the funniest one was there was like two drunk dudes behind me at one game. They're like, "Oh, what does ABS stand for?" Like, then there was this big debate. Like, it's so easy. Like, you have a smartphone, you can easily Google it, but they had like this big debate what it actually stood for, which was so funny to me. But I like it. I think it's great, and I think it's so funny when the umpire misses it so bad. Like, did you guys see the one like Aaron Judge where he and he already took up. He was before he just went boom boom, and then he started just taking off his gear, and he was already at first base. He didn't even wait.
Nope.
I think it's great. I think it is great. I love it. I think it's great. I do, because there's a lot of missed calls. I don't believe, though. I think only certain batters should have the privilege to be able to challenge. Only certain batters.
And you have to manage that in the clubhouse.
Yeah, you have to, because we had one today. We had a player where, like, watching it on TV, we were like, that was straight down the middle, and all of a sudden, and I was like, oh, come on. Like, and it's early in the game. Like, no, you can't do that. Because like
I think it's like the first year too. I think teams are getting used to it. And I think like
you have to be strategic about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you lose them, you lose them. So pitchers too. I think only certain pitchers should be able to call them, and only certain batters. I think the catchers, if you look it up, I think the Marlins are the most successful. We've won the most challenges. I think the Marlins are number 1 or number 2. The Marlins are the most successful ABS winners, or whatever you want to call it. Sponsored by T-Mobile or presented by T-Mobile. I think the Marlins are number 1 if you look it up. We've done very well. Liam Hicks is very good at it. Joe Mack is very good at it. Augustine Ramirez.
And are you guys still leading the league in steals as well?
I'm not sure about that.
Because I know you started off the first month as the team leading in base steals. I know your head coach was a big advocate of that.
Manager
coming from LA. Yeah, your manager. Sorry about that. And then he brought that in from there, and I think the first month you guys had like, I don't know, 23 steals with some crazy number.
Yeah, I don't know about that anymore. It's nipped us in the butt though a couple of times. But I'll tell you this, a very smart pickup that we did this offseason was getting Story, if I'm pronouncing it right, Ruiz. Like the dude's not like an amazing, he's hit some homers for us actually this year. But if this guy gets on base, you can almost guarantee every time that he's going to steal all the way to third. That's how fast he is. Like it's crazy. He is super fast. He played for the A's. We got him from the A's. It's a lot of the Marlins made a lot of bad free agent signings, but he was a good one. A lot of people Fairbanks, he gets a lot of hate. I like Fairbanks just because you're not going to have every pitcher has a bad day. Fairbanks gets a lot of hate. Chris Morel gets a ton of hate. That poor guy. The only one I really did not like, and I'm sorry to say it out loud. He's off the team, so I can say it now. Was so happy to see Paddock go. I was so happy. The
Oh
pitcher.
wow.
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. You can't keep him on the team. It was just anytime he started, we knew it. Like all 13 of us Marlin fans were like in the same. We're like, all right, well, we'll enjoy the loss today. Like it was just bad. And somebody picked him up. I don't know if he's still with. I think I forgot who it was, but somebody picked him up like immediately. It was kind of like when we had whose kid did we have? He went to the Braves last year. You guys picked him up. Um, it was a former famous pitcher, his son. We picked him up, and then the Braves picked him up last year towards the end of the season because you guys had a whole bunch of injuries
Yeah,
last
we were a
year.
whole bunch of injuries that we just needed an arm in the bullpen to help
It
relieve.
was a
I
it
know
was
who
a
you're talking about. I just forgot his name.
Yeah, the
Um,
name's slipping. It was a famous pitcher's son, and we completely. I like how when they don't say in baseball, like they don't say cut or whatever. What do they like? Out on what is it?
Put out a waiver.
A sign for
assignment.
designation.
Aside for designation, yeah, they DFA them.
Designated
I just
assignment. It's like,
designated assignment. Like I love that. Like they need to use that word. Like imagine if you got fired from your job. Yeah, we're designating you for assignment. Where? To your house?
Unemployment.
Yeah, you're being designated for assignment. Where? Yeah, back to your house. That you won't be able to pay for anymore. But I don't know. I see the Marlins getting a lot better, but the Braves are a super team though right now. They really are.
yeah,
You guys are just
but
firing on all cylinders.
unfortunately, they're getting a lot of. We're starting to get hit with the injuries. Spencer Strider just got put on the DL list for inflammation in his elbow. Not good after going through 2 Tommy John surgeries.
Ooh, I didn't know
Doesn't
that.
look good. He's going to be down for a month, and they're going to do another MRI. So the Braves injuries are hitting. It's a long season. That's why I said in the beginning of the year. I know we started off hot, but the good thing is they do have a lot of prospects that they can use. Before the trade deadline, they got a pretty good significant lead, and I believe they still lead 8 games over Philadelphia. Might be 7.5 now because they lost. The Marlins lost, so we were hoping for you guys to win there, but couldn't
Sorry,
help us out there. Couldn't help us out there, Jordan. But yeah,
Steve, you had to go to the Philly game to
I know,
curse him.
I know. It looks like I'm cursing the Everblades right now.
The
Man,
anti Danhausen.
Jeez. And I didn't say they were going to win. I said if they win, but I said the B word. So
But
whatever.
yeah, I wanted to shout out Danhausen because he uncursed the Knicks, and then the Knicks won 15 out of 16 to win the championship after that.
So what did he do to uncurse them?
Somebody bought a cameo and asked him to uncurse the Knicks.
We got to do that for the Cowboys, Jordan.
No.
Well, I know how
For every cameo you buy, I will buy another one.
I know how we do it, but it's illegal, so we can't do it.
Okay. Text me.
This guy's talking about death so much.
We're trying to I'm not trying to get canceled here.
There's a way to do it, but we can't talk about it on the show. I'll thank you.
It involves Liam Neeson.
But yeah, I want to ask you because which is harder, being a Cowboy fan or just seeing the Marlins like stadium just being empty and not being supported?
Just being a Cowboys fan, this year, um, you
Which
know,
I actually have a lot more optimism this year than I have in a long time.
Oh, good.
I have more. So I just like, you know what I mean? The Cowboys have been disappointing me for pretty much my whole life. The Marlins, they're new. So they do have my heart though. Like tonight they lost and I get pissed off and stuff, but I haven't broken things or anything with the Marlins losing yet. Like the Cowboys
You're
have
on
literally
camera tonight, though. So
the but the Marlins, the Cowboys though, we've lost. There's been so many
a
games.
lot.
Yeah, there's been a lot of just as like not as much as Eli's. Well, no, Eli's
A lot in
500.
January. A lot in January.
Yeah, our biggest issue is December and January.
Which is so
it's-
weird. It's like Tony like passed that on to Dak, and it's a team sport, but it's very weird. Um, I don't know, man.
felt-
It's kind of I hate
I
to
kinda-
say it, but I
Go ahead,
Sorry,
no,
Steve.
finish
Ah,
it, finish it.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but I wish they would come out and support more and stuff like that. But it's kind of nice being at an empty game. Like it really is. Like I walk out with like 8 foul balls, game cards, lineup cards that I shouldn't have. Sit there, Sandy Alcantara walks up. So yeah, don't come to the games.
I do have to say,
Are you chasing foul balls when they go into the stands?
No, not at all. Where my season tickets are, they're right by the ball boy. So and then it's really cool. I have a hookup with one of the bullpen catchers. So like here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Watch this.
I'm just gonna let everybody know that his season tickets cost about $37.
Yeah,
A
For the
game?
season. For the season.
So it's like cool, man. Like when we were in Tampa, he went and like snagged me this ball, their City Connect Tampa ball, even though
Nice.
like the logo is messed up, but that's cool. And then like the 305 balls, like I have a ton of 305 balls that like he'll come and give me and stuff like that. And it's just cool, man. Like they've given me a lot of stuff. Like I said, like I have not purchased much memorabilia from the Marlins. Just the Marlin crew has been just really nice and just giving me things, and even fans like I got this guy, he's probably watching, his name's George. He's just like, hey, I've been a Marlins fan since 1993. He's like,
wow.
he's like, I have hundreds of bobbleheads, he's like, and duplicates. He's like, dude, I'll give them to you. Like they're just really nice, and Marlin fans are just super super nice.
They are. And I have
yeah.
nothing against them. Like, I remember when I was 7 years old, like, I had a bad experience because I tried to give them a chance. And I remember trying to go to a Mets game back when it was Pro Player Stadium, back at Dolphin, or it's Hard Rock Stadium now. But the seats were empty, and we got there maybe 5 minutes before the game. And they wouldn't sell me a handicap seat. They said, we have no handicap seats. I was so upset. I was pissed. We get home. We look at the TV. It's empty. There are handicap seats everywhere. And I was so upset. We wrote a letter to them. We said, we're disgusted. How can you not let somebody that's in a wheelchair go watch a game? You don't have you're not full. You're not packed. They ended up comping us a suite or whatever. But I lost interest. But during that game, a little kid that's 7 years old came up to me and gave me a ball. Like, their fans are incredible. Things like that, it's why you are become a fan, right? And it's all about the fans in general, making the fan experience. And also, too, Make-A-Wish used to always have an event, and they used to always ask the players to come out and have signed stuff for the kids, and some players didn't want to, and sometimes the Marlins organization didn't want to do. So that's what turned me off, and then, and I just stuck to being a Braves fan because of my dad as well. So, but yeah, I feel like if it wasn't for the fans, they wouldn't have a team.
It's the truth, and C's, I don't blame you on that. So I think we shared a little bit when we were texting. So I have a buddy that was in a bad motorcycle accident and he's paralyzed from the chest down. And before I really got into baseball, I gave me and my dad, when the XFL was first created, it was the Orlando Rage. Um, we went to like a lot of Orlando Rage games. It was cool and it was awesome. And I thought the first XFL was like the coolest thing ever. And
He
then when
hate
the
me.
XFL, yeah, he hate me. What were the other names? There was another
Las
one.
Vegas Outlaws.
Yes.
Yeah, there was other nicknames. Yeah, he ended up going to the NFL and played for like the
Yes, he
Panthers, I
did.
think so.
Yes, he did.
Yep, he hate me. So like the XFL was cool. So then when they relaunched, I think it was like not the COVID year where it got shut down short. The second one, they gave Orlando a team, and it was the Orlando Guardians.
Yep.
And I had a buddy, like my buddy who's in a wheelchair. They wouldn't sell us handicap seating, and I was just like, because I had been to games before, and like he wanted to go, and they're like, oh, we don't have handicap seating, and I'm like, they have less fans than the Marlins, so I'm like, how do you not have handicap seating? It's an XFL game.
Right.
It's
It
just
has
an
more-
open spot. It's not
This
like
is
they have a
exactly
chair
Before The
there.
Rock was involved.
Yeah, it was like ridiculous. Like, how do you not have that open? Like, there's more people go to a high school football game than go to the XFL game. So that was just a big turnoff. And I stopped going to games after that. And then they made the dumbest decision ever to start. The whole goal was to keep football fans entertained. Start right after the Super Bowl. Now they start, their opening weekend is opening day weekend for the MLB. Like, you're
Yeah,
not going to
which
compete.
make no
So-
sense.
yeah,
You
it makes
can't
zero
compete with
sense. Yeah, and I don't watch, like, you know what I mean? They tried to get me with season tickets this year. I guess it was the Orlando Storm of the UFL when they merged. I'm not going, no. So it's crazy. Like, it maybe if they started their season in February and get season tickets, but I go up and I'd watch a couple of games, have the season end when baseball season starts. That was the whole plan. So I don't understand that at all. Not one bit. But going back to the main point, C's, I could see how that totally turned you off because it turned me off from the Guardians of the XFL when I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Like, you can't tell me these seats aren't available because I've been to plenty of games and there's no one there. And I've seen the handicap section. It's not like you have to go through a lot of steps to open that up at all.
Exactly.
And then some ownership groups like the Marlins will actually purchase tickets for their own attendance numbers. Like, they will say like if you go to a game, there's clearly like 2,000 people in the crowd, and it's like,
Yeah,
we have a ticketed attendance of 8,000 something or other, and it's like, okay,
No, you
so the team just bought 6,000 tickets at $1 a ticket.
Yeah, no, it's so funny that you say that, JP, because I see that all the time. They're like, oh, 10,000 in attendance, and you look around and they're like, no,
I can
maybe
count
like
on two hands how many
Yeah.
people are here.
Well, it was so funny. Like, I've told a lot of friends, and I've gotten a lot of friends to come out to the game. And they hadn't been to Marlins games since they were kids, and they love like my one buddy has kids, and his kids like fell in love with it. They got a ton of foul balls tossed up to him, and stuff like that. But that stadium can be so empty sometimes. I sit on the third baseline. I'm on section 26, row E. Come say hi to me, any Marlin fans. But I sit on the third baseline. But if you're sitting all the way on the first baseline and it's a team like, I don't know, just some random Midwest team or no
Colorado.
one from the yeah,
Brewers.
exactly. Yeah, I could literally have a conversation with you across the stadium and I wouldn't have to raise my voice that high. I could be like, hey,
that
what's
was
going
you
on,
yelling
Big
at
C's?
me.
How are you? Yes, exactly. So it
No,
can
it's
be
so true.
embarrassing.
Well,
It's
I'm so glad
embarrassing.
I'm so glad that the taxpayers paid for that stadium.
Yeah, that
They
was
should have never. They should have never
That-
moved.
that was the
it where they
dumbest
moved
thing.
it. They lost so many.
oh,
They lost.
They lost
Yeah,
so
they
many
lost so many. They lost so many fans there because their roots. They thought they were going to get the Hispanic population, and that wasn't really who their fans were. Their fans lived in Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach County. It wasn't Miami that were the really big fans of the Marlins. And the guy that I park my car. I don't pay for parking. Well, I pay the guy, but I parked my car in front of his apartment, and he loves
Abuelo.
baseball. Yeah, he loves baseball. Poppy loves baseball, and
Yep.
like he speaks like Spanglish. But I asked him, I was like, "Man, do you like well, how come you never go into the game? And it's I just call him Poppy, and he just goes, I watch. He pretty much like had told me from what I understood, he watches the Dominican League, his own league. He doesn't
Mhm.
watch the MLB. So, like that was dumb to move it to that location, but I guess that was the only spot or where they could afford. But
I
not
think they
everybody
were
has.
anticipating a lot of retail coming up around that, and then there was just like one bar,
And
and
it
that's
shut
it.
down.
And
And then
that's
that
it.
bar, yeah, there was a bar outside and it shut down. Now they only have a bar inside the stadium. Um, yeah, just a lot of there's nothing like you go to other. I haven't been to the Braves Stadium, but I heard it's awesome. Like
Oh,
you walk up and there's
you
there's
like
just so much
if you're
stuff
a
to do.
baseball fan, you have to go to Truist Park.
Yeah.
I recommend it not just because I'm a Braves fan and I'm biased, but there's so much things to do. The Battery out there is incredible. So many restaurants, so many activity for the kids. It's truly a family oriented ballpark, and they did such an incredible job. And I feel like with the money that they use for the Marlins park, they should have done something like that here.
Yeah. You gotta set something. Yeah, you gotta set something up outside the stadium because there's really nothing. It's built in Little Havana. It's built in a neighborhood. It's
Yes.
just surrounded by apartment buildings and
And
stuff
what
like that.
what is Miami known for? Party life, right? Party
Yeah.
life, enjoying music, like make it a Latin thing. If you're gonna try to make it where Latin people go to the games, make it a Latin theme.
They should
Like,
start poaching people from Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic.
Well,
maybe
we gotta.
Just get those players over here on the Marlins.
The Marlins
Yeah.
already did start that. We have major a lot of those are my favorite players on the team. They're the
so much fun.
Dominican players are so friendly. Um, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, the Marlins already have like some kind of farm system set up with the Dominican League or something like that that I've heard that we send out because a lot of our prospects, if you look at it, they're Dominican guys. De Los Santos that we got, no, he's not a prospect. Kevin DeFrank, he's 17 years old. He was unbelievable in spring training. Nicest guy. You would never know he was 17. But yeah,
because
we
he's
got-
43.
But yeah, just like, dude, this guy is unbelievable. But yep, just straight, from the DR. And just like a nice guy, nice kid. So I don't know. The Marlins, I think, dropped the ball putting the stadium where they put it. But if you win, they will come. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people.
and
I
we've
talked
seen
to
it with
older-
the World Baseball Classic, right?
It's
Packed,
got to be. It's
everyone,
got to be more than a
everyone.
wild card. It's got to be more than a wild card in a pandemic season. You have to actually. You have to
Yep.
have a season of winning, like where
Exactly.
it feels like if you're going to a game, you expect to win. Not you know they're going to win, but if you expect them to win, that's what brings the fan base back.
And I've talked to a lot of older Marlin fans. They're like, why? Like, we don't want to support this team anymore because, a lot of Marlin fans, if you go to the game, look at their jerseys. They're blank. They won't put names on the back of their jerseys. And
Yep.
they're like,
Or it's
they're
a
like,
Flanagan
and I-
jersey.
Yeah, dude, that's such the worst. Oh god.
I love that.
This
I love
is-
the Flanagan's jersey.
I hate them. I
Everblades
can't
is
stand
awesome.
it. So, but if you go look around, you honestly don't see any names on back of jerseys, and if you do, it's players that have been traded away to the Yankees. It really are.
I was gonna
It's
say-
Jazz.
I know that a lot of my Marlins fans, they tuned off when they traded Miguel Cabrera. It was like, dude, this guy was like a superstar, the up and coming. Everybody loved him. He won a World Series with them, and then you trade him the year after. How crazy was that? And it happens, and it's unfortunate.
It's nuts, and I think that's that the older Marlin fans tell me that they're just like, hey, imagine your Cowboys winning a Super Bowl, and then all of a sudden the whole team's up for sale. Like
Trade
everybody,
Dak
every player,
Prescott, you trade Des
everybody's
Bryant.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what are you doing at that point? So, and we've had superstars, but we get rid of them. We develop. It's like we're a farm team for other MLB teams.
The Yankees,
Yeah, the Yankees, exactly.
especially during
Judge
during the
uh,
Jeter years.
yeah.
With Stanton. I mean, Stanton got that contract from the previous ownership group, and then Jeter took over and let's send him to the Yankees.
Jeter wanted us to be the Yankees so bad. That's why we still wear. I hate like on the road now we wear the grays. Like the Marlins should not be wearing gray. I can't stand that. There's still so many
you
things that
need
stand out.
orange or you need teal. Those you need bright
That's
colors.
it. Yeah. Or like bring back this blue. We stopped wearing these. We only wear them in spring training. But we won't wear our black anymore. So like I love our City Connects. I will die on a hill saying this. We have the best City Connects in baseball, the Miami Marlins. I think
every Miami team does. Like when you
it's
have
like that Miami Vice style. It's just so cool. Those colors.
No, for sure. They're pretty cool. I like those. Now, I know we've been on here for quite a while and we love it, but it is time for BigCeaz's quick hitters. These are fast questions to you, Jorden.
With football sounds, don't get alarmed here.
Hut, hike!
Oh my god! Oh, it makes me laugh so. It's
a little cheesy, but it works.
Oh my god! It's so out of nowhere. Anyway,
Jorden, I'll go first. I guess.
Right.
Favorite stadium you visited?
Favorite stadium I have visited? It has to be AT&T Stadium. It's just a masterpiece. It's a work of art.
I want to go so bad. I still haven't gone.
Oh, it's beautiful. Even if you're not a fan of the Cowboys, you have to see it. You have to see it.
Do you have a favorite athlete interview?
Favorite athlete interview?
Or
it's probably just Alcantara.
What do you mean? Like an interview, like where I've spoken to them?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about like me personally, or where they've been interviewed.
You're
No.
talking to them. You're interviewing
Dusty
them.
Rhodes in 1970.
No, all right. So this actually happened in real life. A favorite player interview. Otto Lopez was pretty cool. He walked up and he's like, "What's up, bro?" And then I was just like, and it's on my Instagram, and I was like, "I'm standing next to the best player in baseball right now, the best player." And he was like, like it was just like he's so humble, where he's like, "Oh man, come on, like stop, like just stop, but thank you, like stop." Like that was really cool. And then like I'm a touchy-feely kind of guy, and I kind of gave him like this punch, like this fist pump, like punch on his like chest, and he was like kind of like, "Whoa, all right, like calm down, buddy." But yeah, I've had really cool interactions with Otto and Sandy, but Otto Lopez, when I was just like, I don't think he was expecting me to give him that much love and be like, "Dude, like you're the best, hands down. Like you deserve." Like the All-Star voting is gonna like that will make me so upset if he does not if he's not an All-Star this year. Like he deserves it. He's got the highest batting average in the MLB. If he's not an All-Star, like it's a popularity contest, which sucks.
Yeah.
And we don't have the fan base to get him in. Like they just showed it tonight. He's fifth. He's fifth. He should be number one for a shortstop. But it would be that Otto Lopez. And I wouldn't call it an interview, but you know what I mean. I just told him he was the best. So
he's got that.
I'm just trying to get him.
There we go. Dream comedy venue.
Dream comedy venue. I've gotten to do some cool ones. I'm getting to do one in July. It's voted top 10 in the country as the Comedy Castle in Detroit. But I guess dream comedy venue, I want to perform in Madison Square Garden. It might have been burnt down by now, but I would like to perform
It's still
in Madison
there. I
Square
can
Garden.
confirm.
Yeah.
All right.
You're safe. It's still there.
This is kind of a tangent. I wanted to ask, what are your feelings on the comedy venues that are kind of going towards like the comedians in the middle of the crowd instead of on a stage in front of a crowd?
Oh, where they do like the circular thing. That
Yes.
happens in arena. They do that in arenas. I'm fine with it. I've never performed like that, so it would be different, but I've done smaller arenas. it's weird. It's different for a comic. So it's the
Yeah.
laughter, like you have to be prepared for it because the first time I did it, it was very strange. So like the laughter, you hear it and then it kind of just travels and then it comes back and hits you back. It's hard to explain, but it's a very weird when like feeling when it's like a bigger crowd, like it's like a wave and then it comes back. So you're like your timing is kind of thrown off. You have to when you perform at venues like that, you have to your timing definitely gets thrown off. You have to be ready for it.
Gotcha.
But
And
yeah, the circular thing, I don't know. I don't know how I would. I guess you got to move around a lot more. I
easier
don't know. I
for
haven't done
crowd
it.
work, I imagine.
It,
That's your
to
thing.
be honest with you, yeah, I like doing crowd work, but the best place to do crowd work is a small venue. A small
The front
venue
row.
where
Small
they're
Yeah.
venues where you can kind of control the crowd, right?
yeah, like I just got back from Winter Haven. They only seats 90, and we had like the second show was sold out. The first show we only had like 34 people. Like 34 people is enough, and like you can just man, you can get on everybody with that
Yeah.
one. That's fun.
Yep.
But the bigger the audience, like I think the most I've ever performed for was close to 1,000. Like it's hard to do crowd work, and like I don't know how Matt Rife's doing it. And I'm not going to hate on the kid. A lot of people hate on him. My buddies that are friends with him. I've met him once. I got to work with him once years ago before he was who he was.
Oh, there's
Um,
people doing crowd work. Yeah.
I don't know how he's doing crowd work in the arenas though. I just like that's got to be difficult. You know what I mean? Unless, but there's the jumbotron so they can see it and stuff like that. So, but
I'm
I
a
have
big
nothing
I'm a big
against
fan
crowd
of
work.
I'm a big fan of Todd Barry, and he's like one of those like masters of the crowd work. So that's why I asked the question.
Yeah, I love crowd work. A lot of comics hate it, and it's funny. The comics that do hate it are usually the comics that can't do it, so that's why they hate it.
Yeah, it only makes sense, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that. Most underrated sports movie.
Most underrated sports movie.
And why is it Airbud?
Dude, Airbud was awesome, and then I found out like that dog died like a month after it shot. I
But
don't
at
know,
least there was only
Phoenix.
one dog. It wasn't
And then
Milo
they
and
came-
Otis where they were just going through dogs and cats to finish the end of the movie.
And then
That
they
is
kept,
true.
but they kept coming up with Air 2, Airbud 3. There's so many Airbuds. Most
Yeah,
underrated
yeah.
sports movie. I'm trying to man. They're all classics though. Like that I can think of. Most underrated sports movie. Let me think. That's a hard one.
Golden
Underrated
Receiver.
sports movie. No, you know what? It's a boxing movie,
World Pup.
and it's with
Airbud Strikes Back.
Austin. No, what's his name? Miles Teller. Miles. Am I getting the actor's name right? Miles.
Yeah, Miles Teller.
Yeah, it's Bleed for This. It's a boxing movie.
Okay,
Bleed for This, and it's a true story. You got to check it out.
I haven't
He gets
seen
in a
that.
bad accident. It's a true story. It's based off of a real boxer. He breaks things in his neck and stuff like that. They tell him he'll never walk again. They'll tell him he never boxes again. I don't want to spoil the movie. Watch it. It's based on a true story. Bleed for This.
Yeah, don't
Awesome.
spoil Spooky Buddies for us.
JP?
Yeah. So what is the I guess 1A of sports rivalry? The two teams that
The
you
one-
consider the peak of the mountain.
Two teams like the biggest sports rivalry in like
Yeah, like against
Out
each
of-
other. Like is it
against
the
each other. So
Cowboys and Giants? Is it Cowboys and Commanders? Is it Yankees Red
No,
Sox?
So what I would say, my personal, it's Cowboys Philly. I hate Philadelphia more than any other team. But if I think the biggest sports rivalry in the world, I think it's Yankees Red Sox.
Yeah, I would still say that, especially back when they
And now the Red Sox are they're making green their color now. It's kind of weird.
it is weird. I don't know what's going on.
That's
there.
so weird. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like
They got
that. They
that
need to
faded
stop.
Fenway fence green.
Trying to, I guess they're trying to like.
I've watched
There's a
the
lot.
game at
There's a
Fenway.
lot of color clashes with what they're doing with their uniforms, and it's kind of weird.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I don't like
One
it. I don't like
one-
it. I agree. I don't like it.
one athlete you'd like to have a beer with, if you
Well,
could
he's
have a
not
beer,
drinking.
now that you're not drinking, a club soda with.
Yeah, I can't. I can't drink anymore, but one athlete I would like. It went back in my party days. It would be Dennis Rodman.
That's
Fun
an excellent
fact.
answer.
Fun fact. Back when the Hard Rock used to be like, they used to have passions and everything. You remember that? The Hard Rock
I know what you're talking
Hotel.
about.
I met Dennis Rodman in Passions. He was the nicest guy ever, dude.
Yeah.
Like we were doing karaoke. He brought me on stage. We started singing together. I was like 13 years old. It was crazy, bro. And he's like, I love you, man. I love you, man. He's just the nicest guy ever. But I love that answer.
Yeah, I actually met him at a house party in Boynton. It was a very rich dentist who had actually done dental work on Michael Jackson, and Dennis
Precious.
Rodman was there. Dennis Rodman was there, and he was very friendly, but he was definitely there was four ladies that were very interested in him, and he was very interested in them as well. So I didn't get to spend much time with him, but yeah, just after watching The Last Dance, like that's how I was. That's how my partying was. So it'd be cool to if I could go back in time, I definitely want to party with Dennis Rodman.
The fourth Airbud movie was called Spikes Back.
Okay.
So bad. Thank you, JP. Yeah, Airbud started playing soccer, a whole bunch of
Airbud
like,
Spikes
too much.
Back. That's a volleyball movie.
Right?
It's so bad.
Oh gosh. Last one, JP.
Give me one comedian that you would love to open for.
Everybody's gonna hate this answer, but how he made it was really cool and it was out of the norm. It would be Dane Cook.
I love your answer.
Yeah, a lot of people hate on Dane Cook, but how Dane Cook became famous is, and I do it too. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. Sounded like a Backstreet Boys song going there. Yeah, I don't care who you are, where you're from,
The
as long
alien
as you
bit.
love me. Yeah. So Dane Dane gets a lot of hate, but what Dane did was he was the king of MySpace. At one point, he had the most friends on MySpace because what he would do all night long is he would stay up and he would just write back to fans. So anytime I get somebody that writes to me and say, "Hey, you did a great job tonight," or "Blah blah blah, you did this tonight," like I will never ignore a message. I will never, even if it's a hate message, I won't ignore it. I will respond back to you no matter what. I will eventually get. It's not like my inbox is flooded, anyways. But like athletes need to realize, comedians need to realize it's the fans who really make you. So like that you got to always write back. So it would be Dan Cook because he kind of changed the game with the internet and stuff like that. Like MySpace really, he used the internet to help him. And it was really cool how he was able to do that. And I still think, I think he was funny. I think he's funny. A lot of people don't like him. And I think a lot of that comes with jealousy, you know, when all of a sudden your comedy albums going platinum and stuff like that. Not a lot of comics get to do that, but it'd be Dane Cook.
Here's a nice little comment from our boy RC Panther community. There are a few things I enjoy more than making people smile or laugh, but I've never been brave enough to be a comedian. Thank you for what you do, Jorden, and best of luck going forward. That's
Thank
awesome.
you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
And the fifth Airbud movie was called Seventh Inning Fetch.
Oh my God, that's so bad. So bad. You're not making things up either. I can tell you're not.
No, that's
That's so bad.
I'm entrenched in the lore, dude.
Dude, you guys got to check. Did you guys know that there's more than 3 Home Alones? So
Yeah.
remember the
I
two
never-
Macaulay Culkin?
After those two,
Yeah.
I never watched them again.
So there's the 2 Macaulay Culkin, and then they had the other kid. I've only seen the 3, but there's like 8 Home Alones. Like you have
Right.
to
Oh, yeah.
dive into that rabbit
Oh.
hole.
And there's also, like, I was growing up in the 90s, American Pie. There's more than just American Pie and American Wedding. They did like a remake on these, and I'm like,
yeah.
they're awful. Awful.
No, it's so bad. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I've
that's
heard
the-
about that season.
Hey, but you know what? Compared to what we have now, it's better to find that awful sequel in a Walmart like for $5 on the shelf than it is whatever they're putting out on Netflix right now, because Netflix is just taking like the algorithm and just putting like, oh yeah, this guy likes reality shows and teen movies, and oh, this guy likes Spider, so it's Spider love, everybody.
Yeah.
But
I'm not a big-
Yeah, that's all I have. That's all I have on it. If you're looking for more on it, I don't have any more.
no,
I'm just a sports. I'm a sports guy. I used to play video games. This is a fun fact. I'll give you guys this one.
Yeah.
Legend of
In
Zelda.
in 2007, I was ranked on the leaderboards in Madden in 2007. Top 100. I was in the leaderboards.
Glory days.
I haven't played in years though.
It should be muted.
Let's go. The Everblades just tied the game. Say what now, JP? Say what now, JP? Yeah, hide that face of yours under that hat. Let's go. One
I didn't
shift,
even.
one period, one game.
Jordan is
That's how
paying
you do
attention
it.
to ECHL
Let's go, Blades.
finals here.
They just tied
Well,
it. They were.
All right, so
All
actually,
20.
hang on. No. So we need to talk about wrestling. So,
How
Liv
fake it
Morgan.
is.
Oh Jesus, that's a lazy argument.
I just never got into it. I couldn't.
No,
I
that's
never got
fine.
into it.
Liv Morgan is kind of just spinning her wheels until Stephanie Vakir comes back, which is all we need to know about the storyline going forward. There is so much going on in wrestling right now that is so lazy storytelling wise, and it's like the only thing that they're doing is spinning their wheels until Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is usually in June. Money in the Bank has been moved to October this year after SummerSlam. So now we have this BS Money in the Bank before the Royal Rumble, before WrestleMania. You're gonna have to cut my mic off. I'm gonna keep talking about this. Like
You got 2 minutes.
but it's June is the time for Money in the Bank. You have to have something in the middle between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Money in the Bank was perfect in June, and now TKO, the people that own UFC and WWE, are ruining this because of crowd sizes, which apparently everyone is involved, and everyone is obsessed with crowd sizes now.
It's all it is now, right?
And
I
the
just-
color of the Washington reflecting pool.
I don't have a comment on wrestling. Like that was something, not that it's not that I hate it. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it either. I actually they came to where the Panthers play. They had a wrestling thing
Yeah,
there.
SmackDown.
Yeah, and I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. Like we got like front row tickets and we were able to like talk crap to like a whole bunch of it. It was fun. And I was back in my drinking days too, so it's way more fun to just say like whatever you wanted to these people. But I just never got into it. Like that, a lot of my friends like loved wrestling, loved the Power Rangers. That was like I was never a comic
That
book
was
kid.
Whoa!
No,
Whoa!
no.
Equating
cannot
wrestling
hate-
with the Power Rangers. What is happening here?
I didn't like the Power Rangers. I
That's
didn't
a
like
slight.
comic
That's a
books.
slight. That's a slight.
No, I actually had friends in school, so I didn't have to have these things. So
At least you had the Cowboys, right?
they had, and unfortunately they didn't always have me. But no, I just wasn't a wrestling guy, and I just like
Oh,
the Power Rangers. No.
I love the
No.
Power
I had
Rangers. love
friends who
wrestling.
liked wrestling, and I had friends who liked the Power Rangers. So how about that?
Yeah,
It was
I just
a
didn't
lonely
like
city.
either. I didn't like either. I was a Rocco's modern life kind of guy.
Oh, I love Rocco Modern Life too. So I mean,
Yeah.
I like both.
Yeah, I
Angry
just don't know.
Beavers?
I just love the Angry Beavers. I think my favorite cartoon of all time though is Rocco's Modern Life. I thought it was the funniest. So
My
me
favorite of all
Innuendos.
time is Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay. If we go adult cartoons, favorite of all time.
I mean, it was
Um,
adult, but I was like a teenager at the time. I was
mine
like
favorite of all
19.
time, Beavis and Butthead. I
Oh,
I
what
die.
did you?
I
I
literally die
love
in this.
Beavis and Butthead. Did you see that tonight?
Yeah,
The Tonight Show.
we did a whole dissection. Oh, what'd
Mm.
she say?
What,
Who
Huh?
was that?
Jordan?
Who? No one said anything. What?
Oh, we
Was she hitting on Beavis? Like, what was happening in the background there?
What are you guys talking about? I'm confused.
We
Okay.
heard somebody in the background.
Oh, it was my dog with his chew toy. It was like a beep. You heard like a squeak. That wasn't my fiance. It was the dog.
No. I
think-
heard words.
Oh, really? I don't know. These are soundproof, so I don't know if Jasmine, did
Yeah,
you
no,
say
it's good.
something?
All right, we're in
I
a bit
can't hear
now.
if she did.
We're in a bit.
Anyways, Jorden, man, it was such a pleasure to have you, bro. Where can
Thank you.
everybody find you? Yes, the goal counted. Sorry. The goal was under review, but yeah.
9 seconds.
You can find me on Instagram at Jorden Garnett, JordanGarnett. And then you just find me on my website, jordangarnett.com. That's where I have all my tours and, my tour where you can come check me out wherever. I'm all over the country. So come see me, follow me on Instagram. And
You coming to Hartford
guys,
anytime soon?
Am I coming to Hartford? No, I'll be close though. I'll be in Long Island, New York, Governor's
only-
Comedy Club.
That's only 4 hours away. I'll get there.
I'll be in Pennsylvania. How far is that?
8 hours.
All right, so come to the Long Island one. I think
Philly's
that's
about
as close as
3.5. Philly's about 3.5.
Yeah, I come to the EMOS Theater, EMOS, Pennsylvania. I'll be there.
I don't know what that is.
It's a theater. It's just named EMOS.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know.
thank you. I understood that part.
For
Yeah,
those of
but
you in the
it's a
chat, those of you in the chat,
It's a city in Pennsylvania. EMOS, I guess.
I'll look it up. I'll let you know. I'll figure out what works for me.
and Jorden, next time you do it,
Good
next
talking
time
to
you
you,
have an
buddy.
event down here in Fort Lauderdale, let me know. I definitely want to come out and see you and support. And definitely let you know too when we go to a baseball game. I'm down to go to any baseball game. I love baseball. Even
Except
if
for
it's
the Marlins, weirdly enough.
well, I mean, I'll root for them, but I'm not like a big
Are
huge
ya?
fan. Yeah, I'll root for them.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm not
My Braves buddy too. Like that's sad. He's like, you guys are so much of not a threat that I'll root for you
They're
guys.
not. They're not like
Yeah.
like
Jordan,
the
it would be
Phillies-
like us going to Washington, D.C. and being like, you know
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
Maybe you guys
Yeah.
give it a college try.
yeah,
exactly. It's the truth.
exactly.
JP, that's perfect. Yeah, like I can't. Like I've never had an issue
Like the
with Washington. I'm
Commanders,
just like,
They've never been a
Ne-
threat to us, right?
No.
yeah, I've never had an issue with them. Never, ever. There was only one time when RG3 started getting good, and then
You
I'm
only had
actually
that one good year.
That was it. And then I
For
was
the knee.
young. RG knee. That ruined his career. The Shanahans ruined his career. I was
Oh,
The
they
sad.
ran
Shanahan's
him
always like ruined quarterbacks' career like that, right?
They ruined him. That kid should have not been out there.
No, it's
That
so
knee
unfortunate.
went.
And
Well,
yeah,
good thing he's taking it out on younger quarterbacks now.
that is
Yeah,
true.
I hate him. He's a horrible analyst. He's not a good
Yeah,
analyst.
he's bad. Good dad,
He's-
but
he's-
not a good analyst.
No, he's
No.
bad. It sounds like an Eminem song.
Well, kind of like yeah. That is so true.
He has that song.
Um,
Good. What is it? Good dad, but a terrible husband.
Good
or
dad,
something
but
like
not a
that.
bad analyst. He's a bad analyst.
An analyst. Yeah.
I know
He's
we said we're going to
horrible.
say goodbye, but real quick, what did you think of Tony Romo's broadcasting? Like,
I love it. I think I
Wait,
love
what?
it. A
He's
lot of people hate
podcasting?
it.
Hang on, what?
No, it's broadcasting.
Broadcasting.
yeah,
broadcasting.
broadcting with CBS.
Just
Just
like
like
you got-
podcasting.
Just like
I
you got
don't
me
know,
in
Jim.
the. Yeah. Oh, Jim. Yeah, kidding. Yeah. Here we go.
I don't know, Jim.
I think it was a
I
lot
thought the
cooler.
first year he was really,
Yeah.
really good. And then
'Cause he
lately,
was
he's just
different.
been.
He's different.
I feel like they're telling him to do too much. Like in the beginning, he was himself, and people loved that because he was sitting there telling people what was going to happen, reading the field, and fans loved that. And all of a sudden, 2
They-
years later,
They told him to stop guessing.
Yeah, well, things changed though. You know what I mean? Like he was only a year out of football, so he knew all the schemes. He had seen all
Football
these
changed.
things.
Yeah.
yeah,
Football
That's a good point.
changed, so now he's not going to. There's different coaches, there's different schemes, there's different everything. So he doesn't know these these playbooks as much as he used to. Like, oh, I played them. This is what they run. Like, so it's been how many years since he's been gone? I think like 11, if not more. It's sad. Yeah, I think it's been like 11 years. So like a lot can change in over a decade. So he can't be, what were they calling him? Like they had some word-
Dumbass.
Yeah. So he can't. You know what I mean? Time. Time has changed. So time has changed. So yeah, he needs to stop trying to call out the plays but some of them are like, they'll be like the Eagles will be in a tush push and like, oh Jim, I think they're gonna do the tush push here.
Oh man.
He's my I wouldn't I really like all the analysts. The only analyst I could not stand was John Gruden. I thought John Gruden was very annoying.
Here's a
John
guy.
Gruden. Yeah, he was annoying. I didn't like John Gruden.
My
This
favorite
is
one
the
now.
Spider X web. Yeah, it's just
He's too much of a
He
coach.
loves that.
yeah.
And my favorite one now is and I think JP and I said it last week is Greg Olson, and he won
Greg
an award
Olson.
this year.
He's
Absolutely.
great. He's great, man. And Brady's horrible. He got better this year, but he got better this year, but he's not a good analyst.
He's gonna get because his skill set is so specific. I think his expirations will be way quicker than Romo's was. Like Romo had platitudes for a few years, but I think what Romo was doing was very specific to the team he was on. So at best, he's going to be able to talk about wind resistance while he's throwing, but he's going to run out of material way quicker than Romo did.
Yeah, Brady is not like his first year was kind of like watching like it sounded like a 5th grade math teacher talking.
It was Bambi on ice.
The worst commentator ever that I ever heard, and I hate to admit it because I love him and he's one of my favorite Cowboys, but it was Jason Witten. Was god awful.
Oh, he was.
On Monday
That's why
Night
he
Football.
went back to
He was
coaching.
so
That's why he went
he
to
was
coaching.
yeah, he was so bad.
Well, first he went back to the NFL.
Yeah. To the Raiders, and then we all saw that I just don't know why he went back.
Yeah,
But
don't go in the booth, buddy.
But now he's
respect.
actually he's a tight ends coach for University of Georgia. So I could see him becoming
Georgia.
I could see him becoming a head coach.
I could see him joining the Cowboys staff at some point. I really could.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Jorden, man, this was a fun episode. The longest episode we had, but we had to, man.
Fun talking to you, buddy.
It was so much
Thank
fun,
you
man.
guys.
You made it
I had
really
a
easy.
blast.
Thanks again for tuning in. And see you next time. And hopefully we can catch up soon.
Let's go. Let's go fish. Let's go Cowboys.
Let's go.
Okay.
Damn, JP. Don't be that hard. No, he's awesome.
Least I can do. No, that's a good dude.
Shouts out to Peter for connecting us. And Marlins, do your thing. Follow the damn man. He is promoting for you guys. I mean, the least you could do is just hit follow.
Yep. It's a simple, you could follow, hit that cheeseburger icon. You could hit ignore. You could follow him without even seeing anything.
Yep.
It's literally the least you can do. Get
JP,
that man his follow.
Yes. Any last thoughts, man, before we let everybody go? What do you think of the Blades? Hey,
It's a tie game.
tie game going into overtime.
so
It's not over yet.
I gave you a bunch of shit.
Ben, yep, he's been watching. Thank you for tuning along, guys. Thank you, chat, for coming on.
I think we should summarize it with a rhyme.
End it away.
New York. Your mayor is Muslim. Your bagels are Jewish. The city's alive. Knicks in 5.
And that does it for the Big C show. Like I always say, one shift at a time, one period at a time, one game at a time. Let's go, Blade!
Big C's, Big C's. Tell them shout it till the ground shake. Big C's.